Welcome back, guys, to TG number 5. Number 5, man. Can you all hear me? Can everybody see me?
Get it out of your systems now.
What's up, everybody? So, TG5.
TG5.
I like doing this. I like doing this because I have things to say about video games.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not falling the fuck asleep this time. So hey, I got sleep.
Yeah. I mean, last week was a crazy week, right?
Yeah, it was fucking yeah.
And you got a crazy weekend coming up, huh?
Fucking Marine Corps birthday in less than fucking what 6 hours, my time. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Veterans Day after that.
Which is why to honor it, I'm assuming. Yes.
Yes. Well, I didn't know if I was gonna pull out the whole fucking dress blues and thing, so I was just like, let me just go ahead and get rid of it just in case I decide to put it on or something. But at the same time, I keep looking at the ribbons and everything else. I'm just like, God, do I really want to do that?
You get it all squared away and
like, do I really want to do that?
Get out the ruler.
I mean, and I'm nitpicky on it because I mean, fucking NCO and shit. So I like it has to be to the immaculate perfection. So we're pretty good at, Marines are a bunch of dicks about calling each other out on fucking uniform inconsistencies because, we get our rocks off on that shit because whatever. But yeah.
Why not, right? Why not get your rocks off on it? I mean, fuck. Be proud.
Yeah. So
fuck it. Fuck it, dude.
I'm just like, I'm over here. Oh, that's a millimeter off the spec. So yeah.
I remember one time I was trying to get my shit like perfect for an inspection, and I sliced my fucking finger on the backer, and then I just bled all over my shit, and I was just like, well, fuck me. All right, like, is that blood all over that? Like, yeah, I was trying to get it perfect, and
oh, yeah, grunt unit, man. Probably that's fucking badass, but fix it.
It was all over my Purple Heart, so I guess it works.
Well, hey, what the fuck are they gonna say about that?
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's life. It's all about perspective, man.
Yeah. Okay, it was delayed, and when I said getting out of your systems, now it's getting out of your minds.
Naked face, Justin. The naked face, and Justin. I've thought about like if I shaved, what would my face look like? I haven't seen it in a while.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold.
Guess you could get one of those beanies with the Viking beard out of yarn. Keep yourself warm.
Yeah, well, maybe, or just a balaclava because you're all fucking tactical and shit.
There you go. Your ninja mask.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Well, hell yeah.
I'm drinking.
Fuck yeah.
I'm starting early.
I'm not drinking. But fuck it. So I don't think I can handle it either, Fadeless. I don't think I can handle. I don't know. It's.
Oh, that's good.
I think for my.
Sorry, go ahead.
My wedding, I at least like trimmed. And I was like, I'm not shaving it. No. No.
This is a once a year probably occurrence. So I mean, unless I make certain life altering decisions that require me to have a clean shaven face, it's not going to happen. So
just happened to be in No Shave November, huh?
Well, that's because exactly too, because I like being different from everybody else anyway. So it's like, oh, everybody else is gonna fucking grow their shit out. I'm gonna fucking clean mine off. Fuck you. So
did you donate it to donate your beard to oil spills and stuff?
I donated my beard to the sink.
Yeah.
So that was my donation services.
I think it was my EP history teacher had a big old mean beard, and if we all passed the class, he was going to shave it and donate it to oil spills in the Gulf or something stupid, whatever. But he did it because we all passed. So,
well, like I said, mine doesn't grow in very well. It's scraggly and shit. I'd have to temper it down. So I'm either meant to have a very, very trimmed beard or fucking a long one is just nappy. So it's like I have to. It just wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You have to use a diamond encrusted straight razor.
Something. It just it wants to. Once it gets past a certain point, it wants to take a mind of its own. I'm just like, you motherfucker. So.
It was a fair point, Fateless. At least you won't be touching his face.
Yeah, exactly. See, now I don't have to worry about touching my fucking face anymore. So, see, I told you, get out of your fucking systems now. Get it out of your fucking systems now. Every single time, it's like the whole world fucking explodes because all of a sudden I've had this face for 8 fucking years. It was clean shaven for 8 fucking years. And all of a sudden I spend 1 year not touching it and then the world just fucking loses their minds. I knew it was going to happen. That's all right, though. That's all right.
It's okay, ladies. He's still got a beard where it counts.
I mean, that's trim too.
Maybe. Oh, okay. All right. Damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about my face and my dick. Hi, this is episode of TG number 5, and
well, all right. So, Justin has been playing more Call of Duty Blops 4.
That's nothing.
So what's been going on with that? What's new?
They took away the fucking 9-bang, thank God. They took away the fucking 9-bang.
Wait a minute. A developer took something out because it was broken?
Yeah.
What?
They took away the 9-bang.
And it was Call of Duty.
Yep. They took out the 9-bang and blackout mode. As you can see the contrasting differences between my face and that face. Yes. 9-bang, that was a welcome change. I'm so glad they fucking did that. I was so sick of the meta of that. It just evolved into nothingness.
I'm still like taken back that a dev actually took something out and it was fucking Call of Duty.
Yeah,
it did it.
And it's just like I was saying before, just because it works in multiplayer does not mean it's going to work in a BR blackout mode. You have to have that consistency. So, it has to be implemented.
It's not your footage stuff. That might be the best one so far. Oh my god. But anyway, I mean, if more devs did that, that's because like I'm thinking, like when I play a multiplayer game, like this is broken. Take it out until you figure out what you need to do with it.
Well, they still haven't fixed their fucking
do that.
Their refresh rate on their servers, which is what everybody's waiting on. So, like I said, man, they're making positive changes, but they just want to I don't know why they're just fucking refusing to hike their servers up to the refresh rate it needs to be. Like, I get it, you're making adjustments to try to make it feel that way, but it's still not gonna feel that way until you fucking push it back to where it needs to be like it was in the beta. That's all we want. We want the beta experience.
Was beta 60?
Beta was 60 hertz. Yes, it was.
Okay, so that was probably some genius marketing. Make it feel fucking great.
It did feel great.
It'll be less when the actual game
That
comes
was
out.
one of the selling points. Was it felt fucking great. It felt great. It was a first BR game that fucking felt great. Oh my god. Now,
hey! Don't tempt them. They might do it.
That's from
the
see all the complaints I get are from the male side of the house, but the female side of the house is a little bit different take. So y'all can fucking.
Well, it won't tickle me anymore.
Yeah. So that's whatever, but it's gonna keep happening. So I'm just gonna roll with it. But yes. They removed the 9-bangs. They still haven't gotten 60 hertz servers on Blackout. I don't know when the fuck that's going to happen. And I mean, that's really all I can say about it. That was a major improvement to me. I mean, Big Head and I went in duos and got a win because we didn't have to worry about the stupid fucking meta of like getting fucking flashed and not being able to move very effectively or fire or whatever.
Is this particular video that I grabbed after they removed the 9-bang?
Say that one more time.
Is this particular video that I'm showing right now after they remove the 9-bang?
What is this dated? Probably is, yes. Probably is.
Tactical Tuesday.
Oh, Tactical Tuesday? No. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's fine. It's not like I have to show what the game's like without it.
No, it doesn't fucking matter. But that was, like I said, it's like they're taking fucking baby steps, but they're not just giving what's wanted. Like they're trying to just make it so people are happy with the 20 hertz servers or something. It's like, come on.
20 hertz though.
20 hertz.
God.
PUBG apparently.
How many packets is that a second?
I don't know. Apparently, PUBG, I guess, pushed their shit to 60. So basically, Blackout, by definition of BR related games, apparently has the worst tick rate out of all of them. So I think Fortnite's at 30 now, and PUBG's at 60. Don't quote me on that, but that's my understanding. So
I wonder if it's a matter of they want fast match times, and it's cheaper and easier to have fast match times and more servers versus. I mean, or a developer could just make something fucking amazing. I don't know. I mean, we can't all be CD Projekt Red though, so.
I mean, no one's gonna let it go because again, when you have and people are like, well, what does that cause? 20 hertz servers versus 60 hertz server upload is going to cause you being killed behind cover because where you're at is not necessarily where the server is registering where you're at. It's also going to cause inconsistencies with hit registration. So you might be having accurate shots where your fucking optic is on point and point of aim is suddenly not point of impact because again, where the person
like what just happened here, like perfect fucking example.
Yeah. So it's like
I saw him fire 3 rounds and you got hit by way more than 3.
So I mean, it's a problem. It's a fucking obvious fucking problem. So especially when you have a franchise that's known for its gunplay, like you can't have this. You fucking can't have this. So it is what it is. I mean, that's really all as far as changes to talk about Black Ops 4. It's baby steps in the right direction, but still not giving us what we want. So, it's obvious what we want. I don't even fucking care if you gotta knock down the fucking people in a match to 60. If that's what you have to do to get that server load to where it needs to be, then do it. I'd rather have a super smooth experience with less people to fucking slay than an abundance with a shit experience. It's just the priorities are just not there. So, and I mean, I was gonna hold off on stating like strong opinions like that, but Treyarch, you've had how long since release? You know what people fucking want. So it almost feels like you're just digging your fucking heels in for no fucking reason. So, and you're not exactly transparent about it. So, fuck are you doing? That's my take.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's I mean, they've made. I was watching this chick play the other day, and she was playing with a friend that was like, "God, this sucks. I don't like this Call of Duty." And all her friends were like, "Well, why?" And then I started giving my reasons what's wrong with it and stuff like that, and she did too. And it's like, and one of my points was, they've made so many fucking Call of Duties that this shouldn't be a problem anymore. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, the spawn rate was the most atrocious in multiplayer ever, but they fixed that. For some reason, I think because of the esports potential that their multiplayer has always been, they're really focusing on that first. Maybe because it's easier and there's not a high player count. I don't know what the reasons are. I mean, I understand that when you go from 20 hertz to 60 hertz, you are tripling your fucking server workload. I get that. So lower the amount of people in a fucking match. I don't care if you got to drop it by a third. I don't care, man. Give me my smooth experience is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Or opt in. I want a better server, so it's going to take longer for me to load whatever. Fuck it.
I mean, if I have to pick one thing that they need to adjust is the tick rate. If the loot stays the way it is or whatever, and that's an issue, or armor even stayed the way it was, fine. At least my fucking shots will count, you know. And positive changes, positive balance changes, taking out the 9 bang, all that stuff like that. I mean, yeah, okay, I'll nod, I applaud, but these are like baby integrations.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I haven't reinstalled it since.
well,
I'm gonna wait.
That it would get rid of people feeling like, and that's what people feel like. They feel like they got cheated. They played the beta experience thinking, okay, this is the beta experience, and this feels good. This is awesome. And it's almost like it was the perfect marketing set because it's like, this is what I'm going to get now with this new Call of Duty. It's different. It's never been done before, and it feels good. Fuck, I'll buy it. I mean, I got sold on it. I was like, if this is what I'm going to get, this might be the new fucking thing for me. And then, of course, I load it up, and it just doesn't feel right. And I was like...
I bought it too, so...
And it's like, okay. And at first I was like, okay, this doesn't feel like the beta. Maybe it's just me. And Big Head and I, we beat our heads against the wall for hours, like just saying, okay, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? And finally it was like, we're not doing anything wrong. Shots aren't connecting. I'm getting killed behind cover. Certain things that worked aren't working, and why is that? So we started doing a little bit more research in it, and so did other people, and it's just like, well, oh yeah, here's why. You go from 60 hertz to 20 hertz. That's a massive fucking that's not improvement, but that's a massive difference. Like,
yeah.
Whoa, that makes sense.
I mean, shit, that's what, a second to like, I don't remember what the hertz and how that works, but like
you went from a third of your effectiveness, a third.
Yeah.
So it basically makes close quarters fights. It comes down to, that's where a lot of the engagements come down to, like medium engagement, ranges. And you can't take those fights like that. You can't rush to somebody and expect to take the fight because
you're shooting it where they were.
Yeah. So it just doesn't register quick enough. So it's more of a
such an old stupid problem, man. Oh, slow servers. It gets fucking old. It gets fucking old, man. And Doc's not wrong. It made me rip off my fucking armchair. My armrest.
Did it? You got that mad at it?
Yeah. I was like, oh fuck. I mean, I epoxied them back on, but
I didn't get that mad.
I got pretty fucking mad. Like,
I mean, after I fucked up a few headsets, I learned not to throw them. So I've went through so many headsets because I threw them. So I stopped throwing headsets.
I need to get a new one because of that too.
All the more reason why you don't get wireless headsets, because if Justin got a wireless headset, he'd probably fucking throw it. So he gets wired headsets.
There's nothing to stop it from.
Yeah, it just goes.
Well, I mean, that's Blops.
That's Blops.
Yeah. So what about this ground branch? You did a little bit more of that too.
Ground branch. Content wise, when I was speaking to them, because I'm in there, I'm pretty fucking active in the Discord.
Motherfucker.
They plan on pushing out, or at least the plan is to push out a content update by this week. Hopefully before the weekend ends. If not, whatever. But of course, we have our own private server now that we play on, so we can do that with a controlled environment, so we can produce the type of content or can play the way we really want to play, versus potentially dealing with random encounters with people that might not necessarily be as savvy or as inclined to cooperate or whatever. Basically play the game as it's intended, versus having to deal with someone using 3 different fucking PEC 15s on their fucking rail system while rocking a 12x optic trying to clear a room, So
I remember that. Yeah, that was interesting. Fucking laser dude.
Yeah, I mean, is the game a simulation? Nah. Is it a tactical shooter? Yeah. I mean, does it give you kind of the freedom to do that? Sure, but it's kind of based upon the fact that, I don't have a problem with that, because when the developer tells you, "Hey, you play this exactly as we intended it to be played," I'm like, "Okay, then I'm doing something right." So, Blackfoot Studios they've been crunching on it. So I know by December, I know their workflow is gonna free up as well for Blackfoot. By that time, when I talked to John, he said by that time they should also have another map out. Also in December, I'm also planning on, and John actually pushed this out before I said anything about it. I was planning on making mention of it, but he said it before I did. He's like, he wants to do a developer in-game play. I don't know if that means PvP. I don't know if that means we're fucking slaying tangos together or what the case may be. But I know in December that's planned, because their schedules are going to free up, of course. Oh, man.
Yeah, this was he's teaching him how to airsoft comment.
Yeah, yeah. Talk to me about Airsoft Commando again, motherfucker.
Good.
But yeah, that's
good. I still have this installed.
I mean, anytime.
Every now and then I boot it up.
It's I mean, I haven't had. It's a great going from like the frustrations of Blackout and then going to this, and just like people are just like, oh yeah. And then especially like a lot of the vet community and stuff like that, they'll come over and be like, oh well, fuck, I always enjoy playing Ground Branch because I can apply my fucking skill set and be good, instead of like worrying about fucking refresh rates on servers for my shots to connect and these fun fucking bunny hopping motherfuckers and whatever little comments that come out. So
yeah,
always applicable. So it's a nice tempo change. So it's nice to be able to do that, since Arma is a pain in the dick to facilitate a dedicated server.
A lot of planning.
Oh my! Yeah. I mean,
a lot of work
just to get it set up is a pain. It's just an absolute fucking pain.
And to keep it going.
I mean, I love Arma 3. Love it. If we got one up, it would be the whole, everybody would. I mean, I know you would too. So.
Yeah.
But it's just such a fucking pain to set up with that engine. But anyway, that's GB as a whole. Tell me you can't hear that vacuum cleaner.
It comes in every now and then.
Not a good time.
It's really faint. really, really faint. I can barely hear it.
Okay.
It was like But so I got a great segue here. So speaking of games that potentially we can't use our skill sets in, but we've been keeping an eye on, the new Battlefield 5 is coming out very soon.
Today on EA Early Access, if so intrigued.
Yeah, so I know Chaz has been really excited about it. His wife got it for him for their anniversary. He's stoked to play it. And I've recently bought Battlefield 1 because it was like $5. I was playing that and it was like, oh, it's not too bad for $5. It's not too bad. I mean, I was enjoying it. Shots were connecting because they have 60-tick servers. And I was like, this feels fucking great. Wow. This is crazy. I just kept playing because of that. Like, this actually, like, I shoot and it hits where I fucking aim. Like, that's, like, this is awesome. So what a crazy idea, right? But, so there's this thing that Battlefield 5 is doing. Sorry, excuse me. Ways to play. So if you have Origin Access Premier, where you pay like the $5 a month or whatever,
here we go.
You get to play the game first, the full game, on November 9th. Now, if you have the basic, then you get a 10-hour trial on November 9th. That's on PC. And then Xbox gets a 10-hour trial as well. PlayStation can go fuck itself, apparently. So 6 days after that, after everybody has already been playing the fuck out of it, November 15th, if you bought the deluxe edition, so you paid more money than the base game, you get to play. And if you're a piece of shit, filthy peasant, and you only bought the basic edition, you get to play the 20th, 5 days after that. That is fucking stupid. That is stupid. It's fucking stupid. You know, like, imagine how much that's segmenting your player base based on how much money you paid for it. Like the November 9th guys are already like, I know the maps, I know the fucking
but
the
Nate,
game
it's
types and
games
all that.
as a service.
That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid, man. That makes me not want to get it. Like, for that alone.
I have no
for
interest.
the principle
I have
of the matter.
no interest in this. None. First Battlefield, I have zero interest in. And I'm talking, I've played Battlefield since 1942. 1942, Road to Rome, Secret Weapons of World War II, all the expansions for that, fucking Battlefield Vietnam, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, the Bad Company 1 and 2 renditions, fucking, and then, of course, went to fucking Battlefield 1. What was that 2142? It was Bad Company. It was all the Bad Companies. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I missed one.
And then
Well,
3,
Battlefield
and then
Battlefield
4.
2 Special Forces was the expansion. I mean, it's gone through iterations, and I'm just like, I don't fucking care anymore. I just don't. I fucking don't care. You know.
I mean, I could see. I'm gonna wait till when it comes out. I don't plan on buying it, but I could see it being fun for like $20 for like a weekend, or maybe like a free play weekend. I could see that being fun. But I mean, I could say that about a lot of games. Like, what, free? All right.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. If I get gifted a
All
copy of it, or somebody wants to fucking pony up the dough, yeah, I'll play it. Sure, I'll play it. But I ain't spending money on this. No. No.
But they showcased it with the RTX cards, man.
No. I'm
It's
not
so gorgeous.
I refuse to spend any penny of my money on it. Put it that way. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not interested. I'm not.
All right, so let's analyze the vast demographic of a player base that Battlefield 5 is trying to tender towards. Since they've definitely changed their formula here. So I would say that it tenders more towards the person that works a lot, has a family, doesn't get to play as much, you know, like hops on maybe a couple hours a day, more on the weekend. So that like the content itself doesn't get old because you only have a couple hours to play here and there. So I can see, like, to that particular individual, games like this are like, they're great for that. Like, you feel like you're working towards something because you got a new gun over the weekend and you've been trying out that and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Go play Fortnite.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah. I mean,
it popped up in chat, so I figured I'd say something.
No, yeah, we're going to talk about Fortnite.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about Fortnite.
I don't want to talk about
Goddamn.
Fortnite. I'm sorry. If you like Fortnite, good for you. This isn't the fucking show for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
But even to that demographic of the person that works a lot, has a family, can only play, maybe a couple hours a week, which is who they're tendering towards. It would seem, with the way that they make Battlefields now, with what they're doing with this release schedule, is that other people will have like a huge leg on them off the bat if you didn't buy the special edition. Like, I don't understand why you would make such, like, this big of a gap too.
You know what? Here's the thing. They do it because it works.
You're not wrong. I mean, we've talked about microtransactions before, and we can bitch about them all we want, but people fucking pay it, and they make fuck tons of money.
Do it because it works. If it didn't work, they wouldn't do it because it's not.
Yeah.
As a profit, it's not sound to do something that's not going to generate. So the only way they're going to stop doing it is if it's not effective. So the only thing I can do is say, I'm not interested, so fuck your game, period. You may get everybody else's money, but you're not getting mine. So I got nothing to bitch about. So I just spend more time just focusing on myself. Like, that's the only way that, you know, I can just keep myself to be like, whatever, fuck you. Do whatever little tactics employees you want to do for your fucking game, or the way you want to market it. If you want to have people pony up more dough for early access to stuff and create some sort of contribution thing where you can generate profits, fine, go ahead. Not interested.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, as far as like who I am as a gamer, they haven't really tendered towards me. So
nope. Nope. And I mean, go for it. I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
Due to the subject matter of this game, it wouldn't matter. So, you know, they're not going to stop until it stops being effective. Currently, it's still effective, so they're going to keep doing it. But it doesn't matter to me because I don't have an interest, period, anyway. You know, if I want to see, oh, hey, the story, I'll go watch a YouTube playthrough or something.
Yeah. I am interested to maybe next TG after it's, well, it might be a couple TGs from now, after it's out, after we've watched some people play it, to see how that opinion has changed.
Maybe. Well, I mean, my opinion as far as me spending money on it at this current stage of the game is not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I always like to, I mean, I know you do too. You stick by the rule that you will hold your official, like, overall opinion until you played it, but some games just aren't worth playing. So.
My official overall opinion, if I have an interest in the first place, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
As it stands at fucking 1848 Central Standard Time, the 9th of November, 2018, I have zero interest in Battlefield 5.
Although you do get to kill Nazis. I'm always for that.
Oh,
Except if you have to play the Nazis, then you just commit team killing, suicide stuff, and you keep getting kicked from the servers. I just, like, don't you understand that I'm trying to kill Nazis here? That's the whole reason I bought this game, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, you know, whatever.
Yeah. What the hell, man? So, moving on. So this other game that you played that's about shootings and stuff, World War III.
World War III.
What's been going on with that?
World War III is a unique take. I think I've talked about it before. If I have, oh well, you're gonna fucking hear it again anyway. I think it's more of what I hate to say the term because it can be interpreted differently, but it's more of a truer fan wanted successor to the Battlefield franchise, but with unique twists. The game is a lot more simulation based than prior Battlefields, and what I mean by that is you've got helmet armor considerations, you've got sappy plate considerations. So of course you have the strike face where your body armor sits. So body armor considerations are a thing. Shot placement is a thing. You don't really have. There are certain vehicular assets in the game, but because the game's early access, you can't really. It's not at the depth of what you would expect in a Battlefield game. Then again, neither was Battlefield 1. I think that's another thing with the Battlefields. The vehicles are so fucking scarce, it seems like, in the later Battlefields. It's ridiculous, which was kind of the whole hallmark of the franchise. But
well, it used to be those spawn times on those vehicles was like what you could use properly to like make a comeback.
Yeah. Like,
dude, fuck, our tank's back. I got this. I need a gunner. Let's do this.
Yep. But I mean, thus far, the majority, like the vehicle spawning and everything else, sometimes there are static vehicles to utilize at spawn, and then sometimes they're score streak based. There is a score streak system, kind of like how Call of Duty has, where you can call assets as needed for JDAMs, artillery strikes, UAV overflights, stuff like that. There's leaning. It's a little bit more of a hardcore. It's a little bit more of a tactical franchise. Lot more tactical, methodical thinking required to play this, as opposed to just sprinting everywhere due to the time to kill is pretty quick.
Yeah.
So like I roll around with,
and shot placement matters because of that sappy plate.
And I roll around with semi. I don't roll around full auto, and I do just fine. I do just fine.
I like that. I like it when a game rewards me for running semi versus auto. That's usually one of my immersion breakers when I play a game. Is like, wait a minute, because I want to place my shots better. I'm getting hindered here versus the dude that just. All right, okay, I got him. Yeah. So this score streak stuff, is it just kills that adds to that score streak, or is it a completing objective?
It's capping. It's very objective based. So I mean, you're gonna get more points than you ever would for completing objectives than it would slaying.
Okay, that's good.
So.
Okay. We're still getting comments about this shit.
I told you.
All fucking stream so far.
I told you. Like I said, okay, it's always the guys that say it. It's never the opposing side, not the opposing side.
The women are busy fapping right now. Here, ladies, for you, we'll just the rest of it will be like this. There we go. So I'll just be over here. You can look at him. Good to go.
Nice. Did you really, Nate? Really?
You just see what I did?
Really? Yeah, I just saw what you did.
Yeah. But so the score streak thing was a concern initially.
It's
when I heard about it. But if you get it's way more beneficial to do objectives to hit those streaks, that makes me feel better about it and feels like that's the way it should have been before in any game with a score streak kind of thing. But I mean, Call of Duty is all about kills, not being a team player. So
yeah, I mean, kind of always been a staple.
Like you're calling in a JDAM right now.
At least I'm about to.
Ooh, I want to see this. Hell yeah. I've been fighting with myself not to buy this.
I mean, the customization. Oh, I mean, that's one of the big things here. The customization in this is unprecedented. It's as deep as it's almost to the Tarkov level. I'd say it is Tarkov level, but of course,
Okay.
It's early access. Animations are still kind of janky and stuff like that. But I mean, probably, I would be safe to say I would have more fun with this than I fucking would Battlefield 5. Let's put it that way. But again, that's a very pretentious assumption, I suppose.
So I just noticed an interesting thing there that happened. So somebody called in what looked like a striker.
Yeah. And
somebody shot the heli, even though it didn't hit the striker because the striker dropped. It destroyed the striker.
Yeah.
So is that just like a base rule? If you shoot the heli at all, it kills whatever you were trying to call in?
Don't know. Never seen it happen till that point.
Okay.
Never had to worry about it.
I'd be a little pissed off if it dropped from like 5 feet and it destroyed it. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What do you think they made this thing out of paper mache? What the hell?
Oh, that was a drone. That's why. It was a drone. A striker.
Oh, okay.
A little remote controlled fucking unmanned fucking drone. So I mean, yeah, probably is made out of paper mache,
Let me go back so we can watch it again. It was like right before this. You called in your JDAM. So it's on sale right now, $18.
I'd definitely say it's worth it for $18, especially at these
Okay,
times.
I see. Okay, it's a little droney thing. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
If you're a
right.
large scale kind of like Battlefield fan in any way, shape, or form, I think that's $18 is fucking. That's an easy sell. It's an easy sell. Easy sell, especially if they're gonna expand off it and straight tighten up the animations and everything else. That's an easy fucking
Yeah.
sell. Easy fucking sell. Easy.
I mean, I don't
Easy.
feel like it should have been destroyed from that fall, but it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine, man. No, it's cool. That's what I would be kind of pissed if like it dropped from that high and it died, but there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe that's something they'll fix in the future. I don't know.
Day one launch was pretty bad. Obviously, they cleaned it up. So
at least they did nice stuff for the player base, like make everything available for a while they were working on that. So, and they were pretty transparent about it. Like, we fucked up. My bad.
I mean,
they weren't just like, stuff. We're working on it.
Transparency, man, it's a thing. It's definitely helps your cause out.
Yeah.
Trust me.
That's on sale. I'm gonna have to grab that, man. Shit. So we've been talking about Tarkov and comparing things to Tarkov. I don't think you've played it recently on stream, but what's been going on with Tarkov?
They pushed out an update that supposedly is. What was the big fucking fiasco with this update, other than the usual fucking wipe? I guess the netcode's supposed to be fucking improved, and what the fuck were they adding?
Was it? I saw that Big Head played it. Is the netcode better?
The netcode when they pushed out a hotfix update. The netcode was actually finally stable for a while, but it was just like we're waiting on an update. Waiting on an update. Okay. So, the animations,
yeah.
So the big deal, the big deal with this was they were incorporating a lot more survival elements into the game, as well as the flea market and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you can't just throw a fucking med on your fucking area that's injured and have it just instantly go. Now there's an animation that goes through. It takes time. So you fucking you speed medders that want to get back in the fight immediately and like hit smack the hotkey. It's changing the game to be a lot more methodical and a lot more survival based.
Good.
So
because I've watched some streamers that were like really good at Tarkov play.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys that were really good pretty much just played the game like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And that kind of killed it for me. I was like, but I didn't want this game to be like that, motherfucker. Where you just like sprint jump over everything. You're like, all the spots in the maps. You're just going like, you're just fucking going full auto on everybody that you see.
Yeah,
that's not what I wanted this game to be, but
it's finally making that transition, or the elements are in place for it to be more survival based, which is good instead of it being like drop in instance loot shooter. It's starting to segue into those things, which is good. I like it because that's what's got me going anyway. Like it's just the random encounters are what's gonna set that up. I mean, open world Tarkov is gonna be nice. I'm ready.
What the game's supposed to be.
Yep.
All these instant gratification dudes are gonna be like, what?
Yep.
What?
So I'm happy. They're pushing up updates and stuff like that for that to go, and I'm sure the netcode's gonna get really fucking fried when they do take it open world too. I mean, I expect the netcode to consistently get fried as they add new shit. But
well, that's always been a thing with Tarkov. Has been good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Update comes out, netcode goes to shit. Like it's been a constant battle with that. Although it hasn't been as bad as it used to be when we first started playing, where it was like a 2-minute fucking, like you're sitting there extracting and you sit there for like 2 minutes and then it starts extracting.
That
was, and then you're dead and you're like, oh, okay.
To the nth fucking degree. That's wow. That was bad.
That was something else. That was something else, man.
That was fucking bad.
Jeez.
horrible.
I remember when that was going on though. I had a really good run where I came in and everybody had lagged out to the point where I guess they died or whatever. So I just had a fuck ton of loot to go pick up, and it was like I couldn't even carry enough. And I was like, oh my god, tricked out M4. Oh my god. Level 3 body armor. Oh my god.
Wow.
So, I mean, not a whole lot since I haven't played it, and it sounds like you haven't played it yet either, but that'll be interesting to see where that goes in the future. But we do have a big, meaty thing to talk about.
Meaty.
Yes. Fallout 76.
Fallout 76. You want to go? Or you want me to go first? I don't care. We'll just fucking interject the fuck out of each other.
That's not... What the...
It's not Fallout 76.
The fuck? What the fuck, man? Meaty throbbing.
Me throbbing.
But it says Fallout 7. There we go.
You gotta make sure it's not the one that's like skipping frames like a mother.
Let's just go to mine then.
Yeah, go to yours.
Anything in me. There we go. Talking Guns Gaming. The fuck is going? Oh, they give me transcoding, so I had to restart the stream. All right, hold on.
Having technical.
Sometimes Twitch doesn't like to give me transcoding, so Twitch can go fuck itself. I just restart my stream and it gives it to me. So whatever. So Fallout 76 is going to be a very controversial game for a lot of people that are Fallout fans, because there's a lot of things about it that people don't like, and there's things that people do like. For example, Spider here likes to play with a high field of view, and they don't have that. That's not a thing yet.
It's
just
too.
Little things that I would expect. Yeah, I've seen quite a few people on Twitter too be angry that there isn't a field of view slider or anything. Like, why not? Like, why is that not a thing yet? You know. You are distracted.
Are we still talking about FOVE, or are we talking about Fallout 76?
Well, they've had quite a few interesting approaches to being able to make graphical changes in Fallout 76. Like, I had to go into the INI to change a bunch of stuff, but I mean, it's Bethesda, it's whatever, and I was able to change some stuff. But they did apparently recently lock the frame rate so that you can't unlock it anymore because their engine is tied to frame rate.
Physics, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine, because it was bullshit that I could do things faster than people because I could get more frames. So,
I mean, yeah, I've always I love I do love the concept. My worry is, and like I said, everybody else, I had a positive fucking experience when I played it. I didn't have a negative fucking experience. The only negative experience I had was I knew the beta was going to end, so I was just like, well, that's pointless for me to fucking do that because it's going to end. All I can say is I had a positive experience.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
what
enough,
you make of it.
There's enough. Again, like you can't ask me, do you think the game's worth $60 if I haven't delved enough into the game into the meat of it to determine if it's worth $60. I haven't seen everything. I do know it was cool as fuck going to the fucking bog and doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was always some
Yeah.
shit to discover, but what really holds me is how long is that feel-good feeling of discovery and newness and things going to last? The issue with a lot of survival games is they start to get monotonous. Things start to get tedious. And my worry with this is, as long as there's enough variety to go to keep people fucking intrigued, I mean, I'm set. There's no longer an issue with griefing because, Jesus Christ, you know how fucking hard it is for you to try to fucking just slay somebody?
Yeah.
At random?
And the penalties for doing so are to the point where, like, it's stupid.
It gets hard. it's hard for you to just flat out kill somebody without triggering a duel. It's fucking hard. It can be done, but it's hard. So don't worry about that. But the player PvP mechanic, I'm sure, is there. But
well, we tried it, but
yeah,
the hunter hunted thing was incessant.
I would have liked to have fucking checked that out. So I'm sure that would be fucking cool. It's just I'm intrigued. Let's put it that way. I'm intrigued enough to pursue further.
Did you buy it?
I have not.
You've not?
Okay. I have not.
Well, I more than bought it. I got the Power Armor edition.
Yeah, I know. I was there. I was there for that.
And you helped for that. Well, thank you very much. I'm excited.
I'm intrigued enough as long as people understand what it is. And to me, it's like, I don't know if the beta was very light on survival mechanics, because people were like, oh, well, this, that, and the other. I'm just like, it's a fucking survival game. But I didn't feel like the survival aspect was fucking you in the ass. I felt like if you didn't plan accordingly, it could. You could start to run out of stims. You could start to run out of fucking food and water and that. But I never felt like it was incessant.
Yeah. I mean, there did come a point when we were playing, though, where it was like, dude, we need stim packs because we went and did some dumb shit. Yeah. So, but like, I've got, 2 hours left in the beta. Do I want to go do that? You know? Like, do I want to go farm that right now? I mean, I don't mind that in the full game when that comes out to go farm this stuff. It's just, in the beta, I made a lot of decisions based on, I just want to see what crazy shit we can get up to, and I don't fucking care.
I mean, I'll be real with you. Am I leaning towards purchasing this? Yes, I am. It's hard to get a gauge when a beta only lasts for X, Y amount of hours, as opposed to like doing a real fucking solid time sync. I mean, we did 10 hours. I mean, you could call that a good time sync, but in the grandiose design, it's not really. So, what's obviously we kind of walked into it like I don't want to call it an end game area, but a higher leveled area.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, based upon the pacing, it's going to take a while to get there. So what's the...
Yeah. That's a place you want to go with friends.
Yeah. And generally the survival aspect, usually survival games, it's not really that heavily story driven. So usually with survival games, you have to kind of just create your own with the mechanics. So I guess at that core, it's still very much a survival game, where people don't understand this is not going to play like Fallout 4. It's not. Yeah. It's a survival game technically at its heart. So, and people who aren't used to that are probably going to be like, well, fuck, what is this? Why does this feel strange? So, yeah.
But they did do a lot to add for, like, I mean, can we, like, just pointing at the fucking
story-wise
shit as far as missions?
This is probably the most fleshed out survival game story-wise or storyline mission, as far as making you feel like the world's kind of alive versus anything else played. So
a lot more than I thought they were going to put in there. I thought it was just going to be literally like you just drop in and there's nothing and you just go and fucking gather shit and build and that's it.
Well, like Scum, 7 Days to Die, what else? I mean, I guess you could use Rust, but Rust has a heavy PvP focus and this is not. It has integrations there, but it's just without the hunter hunted mechanic, the ability to just go around capping people in the fucking face is just, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to do. So
yeah, there was those guys we were trying to initiate combat with, right? And they just kind of like fast traveled away.
That's what we did.
They just left.
We hunted this one guy, and it was just like, oh yeah. And then this guy kept shooting me. I was just like, well, that's a nice little sliver of health the damage you're doing here. And I kind of like I gave him a thumbs down or flipped him off or something, and fast traveled out. I was like, see ya.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right, but which is a nice option for the people that don't really want to do PvP. That you can just like, you can either fast travel somewhere and they leave you the fuck alone, or B, just log out, log back in, and they're not there anymore.
Yeah. So I mean, you're definitely not gonna get unless you make a mistake or you're just letting your guys sit there. You're not really gonna get griefed.
Yeah.
It's a very the systems are in place to where it's like random PvP encounters are going to be very difficult to do. It has to almost be conscious. So I'm intrigued. I'm probably going to get it. I'm probably going to get it.
Yeah.
I'm being all like, oh, you know, maybe like November 14th is going to hit. I'm going to be like, where is it? You know.
I'll be like, Justin, look what I got. Oh my god, man. And he'd be like, Nate, let's fucking play now. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I do hope that we've got a lot of concerns in chat here. That like lots of people agree that it needs push to talk. It needs better fucking graphic.
Oh please.
Shit.
That's one of the things too that kind of stifled my interaction. Maybe that's why my interaction was stifled, because I turned off in game. I did. But one of the key features of survival games, of like big like, I don't want to say open world survival games, I guess you could say, is the random encounters with people and being able to interact with them. Like the random encounters are what make the world great, you know, like, hey motherfucker, drop all your shit, you know. And it's like, you know, or whatever you got going on, or, you know, like that's why the tax man scum. But
yeah,
you know, just chance random encounters of talking to people. But when you don't have push to talk, it's like they're always broadcasting, and it's just like bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, I think the second time I booted up the beta, I heard some dude that was streaming. He was just talking to chat.
I mean, this is not a fucking surprise at all, Spider. We all know I enjoy PvP greatly.
This game is not a PvP game, though, so.
No, it's not.
No,
but you can. It caters to that if you want it to be with the hunter hunted. That's great. I do like that there's that option. You know?
Yeah.
So.
But in the future, what I plan on doing, and I don't know, I remember ZFG there's some words going on around about it. Like if the game is good enough and that there's enough interest, I plan on getting a private server so that people can just come play on it and like not have to worry about that shit. And I would assume ZFG is going to do the same thing.
We're about the opposite.
No, we want to fuck with each other over here. Goddamn right.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting to see once private servers start rolling out, what mods start rolling out for stuff like that, like more realistic kill mechanics and stuff, like with other people, how that works. It'd be interesting to see, like, I would imagine that would start furthering more, like building an actual fucking bunker for your camp, because people will fuck with you. But it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Definitely.
I like the world. I do. I
mean, it's Fallout, man. And this one seems to be a lot darker than Fallout 4, with some of the things that you encounter, where like you run into people that had to fucking murk themselves because they were stuck in a sticky situation, or people were trying to kill them and shit. Or
you can play the bad guy.
Yeah, you can play the bad guy here. You can be a bad guy. Fuck it.
Damn, now I'm getting plugged up nose. Great. But yeah, man, I keep watching this. I just remember I'm probably gonna. Who am I fucking kidding? I'm gonna get it. Who am I fucking kidding? I just remember the feel good feeling I had playing this, and then I switched to Blackout, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I was.
I mean, shit. There was things that I enjoyed playing with you that I didn't think this game would facilitate. Like we were just going around exploring, and I was like, "Yo, Justin, get over here and let me take a selfie with you, bro." Like I'm not a selfie person.
Yeah.
But like I was like, "Hey, just get over here. We need to take a picture next to the Mothman statue."
Well, I mean, and that's always been the hardest survival games, is the social interaction. Like a survival game playing by yourself is. You want to talk about isolated survival, like, like, what's the point? You know,
well, that's a matter of opinion, but or personal taste.
Okay, if Yeah, you can play survival games by yourself, and maybe that might cater to certain people. But as a general, fuck you. As a general, as a general statement, the meat of what survival games have always been on is the random chance encounters with other players. That's why DayZ exists. That's why 7 Days to Die. That's why the maps are so fucking big. Generally in survival games, Ark, all that shit. It's usually the player base is the facilitator of how certain things occur. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get you. It's just like for me personally, I see things in Fallout 76 that I will save for when I'm playing solo, and things that I'll come across and save for when like friends get on and stuff. Like, because I want to get into building, I want to get into farming stuff, like scouring the entire city, like an entire little city or something, for like all the resources I can get out of it. Go do what I need to go do with that, like the slower paced, boring shit. And then like, you get on, like you get home from work, whatever. Hey, you want to play some fucking Fallout? And Big Head wants to get on too. And then, it's like, all right, well, hey, so while I was playing today, guys, I ran across this town with this thing in it, and it looked like there was something inside. You guys want to go hit that? And I need you to help me do it or whatever. So.
No, we're not going to ignore you, Beard. I mean, you have a valid point. I would tell anybody this. I don't think this game is going to, just because of what I know from survival games, I don't think this game is going to be very fulfilling to you as a solo player. Honest assessment. As a solo player who wants like no human interaction, let me put it that way. Not as a solo player who wants to be part of a bigger universe of other players and involve themselves with them. I'm not saying that's good. I'm talking like, if you want, hey, fuck everybody, I just want to experience the world on my own terms and blah blah blah. Well, Fallout 4 is definitely,
I'm the last human being on Earth,
Fallout
and that's it.
4 is probably more of a facilitator for you, what you want, versus this.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not that we're ignoring chat or anything. Like I'm reading it and stuff. It's just for the TG format, we're prioritizing our conversation and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm not ignoring anything or anything like that. Just doing it a little differently here.
I watched Sword Art. I actually watched, how many seasons of Sword Art Online are there on the anime? I know I've watched 2. The 3 seasons? Yeah, I'm an anime nerd, so what?
I watched a little bit of it. It wasn't necessarily that the story wasn't my cup of tea. It was just more of, I guess, the direction of the show.
Yeah. I watched all 3 then.
Was it my thing?
I think I watched all 3.
Yeah. That's really my thing. Yeah.
Well, I think it was like, I don't know how many years ago or whatever, and I just binge watched on Netflix. I was like, okay. So, and that and Knights of Sidonia. But anyway, that's off topic. I
mean, there is a fair point in what Spider's saying. Like, I've noticed something recently, is that there's a difference between a game I like or I could like versus like how my body physically reacts to it, and I just like, I need to stop.
Well, that's my emphasis too. Is like the only reason I would say Fallout 76 is not for you is if you just want to be a solo guy and have no human interaction whatsoever.
Yeah, and people are just like, dude, you just fucking bother me. Get out of my shit.
Like, I don't think there's anything. But I think the great thing about 76 is no matter what player you are, besides that, there's something for you. I mean, hey, I don't want to fuck with people. I don't want to have to deal with fucking people who like randomly coming up to me and just shooting the fuck out of me because they want to be fucking dicks. Well, it's really hard for that to happen. It is. Yeah. It's really fucking hard for that to happen.
Yeah, and this game, you would be wasting your ammunition and your time to go and try to grief somebody or whatever. Like, and when we were chasing down that bandit, it was just kind of like, I remember making a comment that was like, what's the fucking point? Because this guy just keeps running and healing. And I think eventually he just stopped giving a shit as much. And that's when we got him.
And he was wanted too. Like, goddamn, dude.
He was wanted. So we were chasing him down, and it was just, we chased him down for quite a while, like just sniping at him as he was running away, and he just stemmed behind a tree. and then keep on running, and then eventually I think he just stopped giving a shit, and we fucking killed him for 10 caps.
I mean, that's the kicker of the game. The survival aspects there. If you don't want it, then I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, it's not facilitating that, but I think it makes it as fair as possible, given the circumstances. Because I mean, if you ask me, I think it's a little too lenient. But that's me. You know, I play survival games for the survival aspect. I like the fact that I could potentially get shot in the fucking face by somebody. That's the part of the survival aspect that I like. You know, I like that. It gives me an added heightened sense of danger and awareness. You know, I like that. That's thrilling, but people don't. So it's very, very, very lenient in that aspect.
Yeah, not everyone likes getting fucking punished for fucking up.
So, you know, whereas, you know, it
depends on the game.
That's what I mean. It's a survival game still at its core. It's just very, very lenient in that aspect. So, you know, that's about as lenient as you can get.
Yeah.
Other than turning it off.
I mean, geez. First time I played the beta and I went and made a workshop, I was like, holy fuck, dude, I'm getting tons of stim packs. I'm getting tons of purified water. There's nobody else for miles. Dude, I'm just sitting here doing my thing and I'm getting tons of resources. Like, this is pretty nice. This is pretty the fact that I can just go do a little mini event and it gives me shit that keeps me alive instead of just like, you just did something, here's some shitty loot, live with it. You know, like, here's some stuff, here's like 5 shots of ammo even though you used 20 for the event or whatever. Like, here you go.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of interesting elements that you can't really get anywhere else.
Yeah. I'm quite thrilled with the approach they have to a survival game that they're taking. They're like, well, like what like more structured for things for you to do versus open-ended. You make it. A little more there.
Yeah.
How much time did you lose when those 3 people came and took over your area, Nade? Let's see. They went and they killed me. I respawned. I mean, that wasn't like my camp, so it was just a workshop, so it wasn't really too big of a deal to me.
I wasn't around for this, but this sounds like typical survival game stuff.
Yeah. So people went and took my shit, and I just happened to remember that there was a level 50 Scorch Beast nearby, so I just, you know, we talked about this last time, and I brought it back and all that stuff.
That's what I mean.
But I'm assuming
it's just, you know, again, this is typical Hallmark survival game stuff. It's nothing new.
Yeah. I haven't played a ton of survival games, so.
You know, so I guess if you don't want to encounter that, don't play it. I don't know. That's just what people have a hard time wrapping their heads around. It's still a survival game in its heart, and that's the integral hallmark of survival games. So
now, God Howard did say in the documentary, because so many people were bent out of shape about it, that you can play offline if you don't want to play with people. You don't need a private server. You can just play offline if you want. Like, you don't have to. And they're like, yes, we'll let you play offline if you don't want to. If you don't want to play online, it's fine. So I mean, there, boom, taken care of. Not that big of a deal.
Sweet. I mean, I'm happy. I'm all about options. If that option exists and people like it, cool.
Yeah.
Better to have it and just turn it off than, you know, not have it and limit options. So
boom, there you go. I mean, I understand the point that you're trying to make, Spider, with the I understand that the what's frustrating is that somebody something's facilitating them being a little shit. I understand that. But I get it.
Well, if this supposed, I haven't heard anything about this. If supposed custom servers or modded servers come out, I mean, I'm sure it's a fucking option you can just toggle on and off anyway. I'm sure you can turn it off completely.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, there's already an option for passive mode so that you can't even accidentally initiate combat with somebody.
So
A very different take on a survival game. There's not a lot of PvPing and stuff.
Well, then don't play with me if you know, whenever we get a server going, because it's gonna be it's not gonna be it's gonna be a lot more player choice driven. So I can guarantee that things that are lenient are not gonna be so lenient. So
I'm excited for the full release.
That's the way I like to play.
I'm stoked, dude. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for like when they eventually do have like those private servers and stuff, and like I've got mine that's all like hunky dory, touchy feely, good times, and then you've got yours that I come and play with you in.
Well, I mean, again, it's not
people
like
and stuff.
Again, I think everybody confuses it like it's going to be a PvP Grief Fest arena or something. Like I don't like that either. I hate that. But at the same time, it's like I like enabling player choice, typically no matter what it is. So I feel like you can't really portray a raider properly if you're limited based upon the encounter. Like, well, what's the point of me playing a raider if there's no if it's fucking such a fucking hassle to portray one? There's no element of risk there. So I like enabling choice. Now I don't like somebody like, hey, spawn die, hey, spawn die, or somebody just constantly fucking doing that. It's not fun.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
I guess to also answer what Spider's talking about here and what you're talking about, like look at what you did with Scum to further your point there with Big Head's private server, is that you guys like RP'd, like there was still mechanics there where you guys fought each other, but there was a story to it, an actual character.
There's no point you just randomly shooting fucking people. That's not the hallmark of what I like with this. It's if every encounter ends up being just a shootout, what's the point of having player interaction? You're stifling player interaction.
Might as well go play Battlefield.
Yeah, you know, it's why are you wanting to stifle player interaction? You know, like why?
Yeah,
you're missing the point. So all you're gonna do is make people fucking not want to interact with players or just kill on sight. So you just created the death of player interaction. So you might as well just be playing the game solo. So
I mean, those are the people that sit on glass jars for fun and record it and put it on the pain trials or whatever on the internet. So
no,
yeah, yeah,
but.
We're going to have a lot more to talk about Fallout 76 next week, because when it drops, man, woo! When it drops, we'll see how it actually is.
There you go.
We'll see how it actually is, especially after like a couple weeks of playing it. We'll see what they're going to do. In the documentary, they talked about their vehicles of content that they're going to work on so that they have constant content coming out.
Well,
they talked about they hired a dude that has previous work in actual like multiplayer online games and shit to be the director or whatever. Of like, all right, so like he stated that like, I understand that when a game like this comes out, if you don't have content coming out aside from just fixes and updates and patching, if you don't have content coming out, then your game's gonna die.
Yeah.
So like he's like, I've been making a plan for content to come out that we'll be working on so that more stuff can keep coming out. And all the DLC stuff for Fallout 76 is going to be free. You don't have to pay for DLC or anything. So, fucking kudos. It seems already that all the microtransaction stuff is all cosmetic. And that you can earn them by doing challenges in-game anyway. Gotta coordinate. Oh my god. Well, but here comes random 12-year-old. Let's trade. Awesome. Now shoots me in the face. He's only going to do 1 damage to you, though.
Well, hey, welcome to survival games again.
Yeah.
That happens.
He's only going to do 1 damage to you in Fallout 76. But yeah. I mean, I like wrecking people. It gives me enjoyment. So I hope that in the future, once they fix some problems and stuff, if somebody does try to come fuck with me, I can just like stomp all over them and then put their head on a pike on my camp and then like with their player name over it and be like, ah! Like, that'd be great. I would love that. Trademark Big 20.
There you go.
Motherfucker. No, I understand what you're trying. I understand what you're saying, Spider. I understand. I completely get it. People are fucking shitty. Not all people, but if you give anybody an inch to be a dick butt, they're gonna take that fucking inch and make it a mile. I totally understand. I get you. Some things just won't be your thing. I totally understand. I get you. I get it. I get it. But it is a business, so certain decisions will be made for larger demographics sometimes that can be unfortunate for the people that have a more refined palette of gaming and the design and work that would go into creating a game that will reward that versus the easier thing that sells more. So that's going to be any game.
No, I mean, plus when things are naturally a staple of something, it's not like it's unheard of. It's known. So when you inject something into that genre, that's why genres exist. So
yeah,
and that's why there's variety. You can variety is a spice of life. Some things are more someone's cup of tea. Some things aren't.
Yeah.
So
who knows? We'll see how the game is. Fuck yeah. Goddamn right. Some bitch palm monkey nuts. Goddamn right. So, I kind of need to piss. We still got more games to talk about, though.
Oh yeah, I gotta pee.
Yeah, I need to go do stuff with my thing. So, so we're gonna take a short break, guys. I gotta go do stuff with my thing. That sounds worse than just saying I need to go use the restroom.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're going to put on some tunes for you. We'll be back in a moment, and then we'll continue. We've still got a couple more games to talk about, and I'm looking forward to much more conversations about Fallout 76 in the future and stuff. And maybe we need to like when it comes to certain games that we have more to talk about, maybe we can come up with a more open forum for like all right, next talking point, somebody said blah, let's move to like maybe a format like that versus like when we talk about game updates like Ground Branch and stuff like that. You know, it's like, well, it'll just be your and my dialogue. And like, all right, we're opening it up now. Let's talk about what's going on with the game, guys, with chat and everything. So maybe we can work on that or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm still fucking new to this, so I'm going off of what I see most of the time. And so yeah, we'll see. All right. Welcome back, guys.
Hi. I'm pre-ordering the game now, just because.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
And I'm gonna attack everybody.
As I shove my face with...
Just to be a fucking dick.
Can't believe that's how I eat Cliff Bars. I just watched myself eat a Cliff Bar, and I was just like, I need food sustenance.
Yeah, my sustenance is gonna be flesh and paws. I'm just gonna kill her. Sorry, go ahead.
Goddamn right. Just fucking eat people and stuff.
Yep.
Goddamn
yep.
right.
Yep.
Wait, why isn't there cannibalism in Fallout 76?
Because, Nade, do we really want to touch on that right now? Because I'm not gonna keep my fucking mouth shut. Let's just not.
Right, well, let's move on.
Yeah,
let's move
let's
on.
just
Okay.
not.
So, Destiny 2.
Oh God. All right, going
I gotta
dark.
talk about Destiny 2. I gotta talk about Destiny 2. I just gotta. So have you guys heard about our Lord and Savior Destiny 2? It is probably the best video game in the. I'm lying right now. So recently I've got a little bit to talk about it. So I took some 4 people in the clan that had never been through the raid, or they'd been through part of it, but they never got to finish. With United, we took Oceana, which is Mid's girlfriend, and no, Mid was there for part of it, then he had to leave, and also Doc was there, as well as who else was there? Chaz was there, and Pyro Sledge, which is Big Tater. So it was their first time going through. They know all the mechanics now and stuff. So that was a really cool experience to take. Jeez, God, excuse me. The blast zone through the raid and get a finish, and 2 of them got the 1,000 voices at the end, which is fucking awesome. So like that's a moment that I don't get in other games. Is, you know, taking your buddies through something like the raid, beating it, getting good gear like that. And then at the end, when like hearing Oceana just like fucking geek the fuck out because she got 1,000 voices, like that was awesome. It was a great experience, and I haven't played a lot of MMOs myself, like end game level. I played Final Fantasy 14 to about end game. Then people I was playing with liked drama and bullshit, and I was like, this is a fucking video game. I don't care about that. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about Destiny as far as what we talked about last week. It's just that I've yet to find on the level of a first person shooter in this genre that kind of feeling that I get with Destiny and with people, and like that connection you get in groups and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, we're talking about Destiny. It's whatever. It's whatever, man. I don't want to talk about Destiny.
I am not restricting you in any discussionary topic you would like to discuss. I am a firm believer in freedom of expression. That's why, come on, man. But I just don't have anything to contribute to the conversation at all, so I'm just letting you go.
All right, well, yeah. So, I mean, that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to do that. It's just, as far as Destiny as a whole, though, I just played way too fucking much of it, man. Just played way too much Destiny to the point where, like, even when I'm doing well in a PvP match or something, because of the little tiny bullshit things in the game, I get pissed and I like get super fucking pissed and have to stop. So like, I just play other shit now. So yeah, that's why there hasn't been as much Destiny, if you guys have been wondering. So I need to play other things because I get pissed at dumb things. Too pissed. Yeah. He's busy trying to find a copy of Power Armor Edition. I'm pretty sure it's sold out. That's sold out like day one.
I don't care now. I mean, if I'm if I wasn't sold on it, I'm definitely sold on it now. Ain't that right, Nate?
Evil fucking grin.
No.
Not sponsored by Coke. So, yeah, that's basically it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's basically it for Destiny. So I also played through Soma.
Oh.
Recently. Yeah. Because I finished Call of Cthulhu and I needed something else for Halloween, so I started up Soma and then I just recently finished it. Let's see. Let's actually go to my other video, the latest one. About where did I switch? So there's Valley, which is what I played after.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit this point in Soma. This is the point that I'm talking about here, where there's this monster that would not go away. He just stayed by that door and he was going to kill me if I left. So I would wait, as per the strat, right? When there's monsters in a game and you can't damage them, so you just wait for them to go away. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. I went and took a piss break, put on some elevator music.
Hey, you gotta make noise. You gotta throw things. It's Soma.
He wouldn't go away, man, no matter what.
Run at him then.
And then die. Well, obviously I could have just died and reset checkpoint and tried again, but I was like, this is a fucking stupid mechanic, period. So.
But it's Soma, Nate. You need to.
I just wasn't in the mood for it, man.
Okay, well, can you?
I wasn't in the mood for that.
What about going back to it?
Someday, maybe.
All right, because I think you'll appreciate.
It had a really good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really liked the story. I liked that.
Well, trust me, I'm a firm believer in not continuing something that pisses you the fuck off. Why do you think I haven't? Like, I love hate with what the hell was that fucking stealth isometric game strategic game I was playing.
Shadow Tactics.
Shadow Tactics. Fucking loved the game and then hated it. Hated the fucking mission. Like I was just like, it's not worth it. I'm just not having a good time. I want to break something. I think I did break something. Did I? Did I break something playing that game? I think I did. I did. Isometric stealth game. Like I loved. I probably should go back to it now, but I get it. I get it. It's just it's just not.
And that's what happened. I mean, it wasn't like throw things pissed off. I was just like, this is.
Oh, I'm seeing it on your face.
It was for a good maybe 20 to 30 minutes. He just wouldn't fucking leave. Even though like earlier that mechanic worked where I just hide and he leaves.
You got your breaking points, man, and that was your breaking point. I get it. I fucking understand. Yeah. Life's too goddamn short. Fuck it. Even if it's something I loved. I mean, I can take a difference of opinion.
Yeah. Boom. So I got the special ending, my own unique ending of Soma, where I died of starvation and loneliness. I wasn't alone, I guess. In this office here, and that was the way that my story ended. And then we moved on to Valley.
Yeah, what was Valley about?
So Valley, let me change the name here so people know what we're talking about. All right. So Valley, you're this dude that has like this obsession with this like world seed thing. So you go try to track it down. That's how it starts. And you come across this land that you had tracked it down to, the life seed. There we go. The life seed. You're trying to find the life seed. And you come across this suit, kind of like power armor, I guess, that makes it so you can run faster, jump without taking falling damage, jump higher, and you eventually get more and more upgrades for it. So it was actually really fun. Doc had gifted it to me. It was on sale like for $2 when he bought it, and I didn't really encounter any bugs in the entire game, really. There was no problems there. I wasn't frustrated with like trying to go against a mechanic or something. It was all pretty simple, made sense. There was this interesting thing about the suit you had that you could take life away from things, but you could also give life to things.
Like life force?
Yeah, like here I'm just mass murdering these little sprite things because they just told me that I could take life from things. I was like,
Sprite lives matter, Nate. What are you fucking sprite killer?
Well, look at how sad they get when you kill them. Oh, look at them, so sad.
Just fucking gobble them up.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. Right.
But then it turned out that by killing things, up in the top left, there's a little branch with the leaves. That's the life energy of the valley. And when you die, it sucks. It kills something next to you when you're wearing the suit to make you live so that you can come back. So I was like, okay, so that's an interesting way to make me not murder everything I see just for the fun of it. So, but they're so sad. We left one to tell the tale. I let one live, but it was so the story was pretty much told through audio logs and papers you find about the scientist that was there and the military that was there. It was supposed to be a project that was supposed to be on par with the Manhattan Project. It was trying to find some weapon to stop World War II. And so the logs we found were from around that time period and stuff like that. And the progression, they did a great job in the design of the progression of the game, where like it started out like all you're gonna do is like, all right, let's try jumping, and then like, all right, now let's try running and jumping, and like, all right, and then slowly giving you more and more things to do to the point where you're using a grappling hook with double jump as well as running on magnetic walls and stuff like that, like, but in a way that it wasn't like throwing too much at you at once, and it really opened up the game as more and more things were being given to you. So it was quite interesting to play. This little game, this little indie game that was pretty fucking well put together, that played that well, that I enjoyed all the way through. Like, there wasn't a moment where I was like, this fucking goddamn mechanic, god, fucking stupid, who the fuck designed this? And, you know, that didn't happen once in that entire game. which I've played AAA titles that happens in all the fucking time.
Every
you know,
time.
like this, yeah, it's just goddamn. But, and the story was intriguing. I mean, it wasn't anything that like I lied awake at that night, you know, like thinking about like, oh wow, that was so cool. Oh my god. And it wasn't like oh my god, this is top 10 favorite games ever, but it was worth, I would say, like if you ever see it on like Super Sale or something and you want to try it out, you just want a little game that like it was like 3 hours long, it's definitely worth playing. So it was fun. It was fun to try to figure out the little puzzles and
my playthrough
stuff.
would probably only be 10 minutes long.
Yeah. You just kill everything and then not be able to progress. Yeah. Well, it was interesting because the first time they showed it was like, all right, there's a dead deer and I'll bring it back to life. And I was like, huh.
But deer tastes good.
Yeah. And then there's these little sprite things. And then there's trees that I can bring back to life. And they drop acorns for me so that I can get into certain rooms that I have enough acorns. And you get acorns from pine trees too. It was weird, but it was really fun. And one of the funnest parts in this game, let's see if we can find it. One of the funnest fucking parts was you get this addition to your suit. Please let me find a spot that I can stop. Here. Oh my god. Okay, so they gave you this addition to the suit where like when they made the upgrade, they made these rails that you can run on, and it just powers your speed to like the nth degree, and you're just like
nice.
Like you're a monorail, and it was tons of fucking fun. And I'm shooting enemies as I'm running and stuff, and I'm like, this is fucking sick. And it was a fun game.
I mean, it looks fun.
It was a fun game. Yeah.
Reminds me of
It was weird.
My god. Yeah, when a clock strikes 12:01 and I put on my dress blue coat, it'll all click. Anyway.
Goddamn right.
Reminds me of like I liked I don't want to say it reminds me of Ray Storm, play very differently, but like you remember like what was it? Really, really fast, like it's more like Sonic the Hedgehog right now, but
yeah, that was actually a parallel we made. Is like this is like a first-person Sonic game.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sick, you know. But
yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Like you remember, like not Centipede-like, but like they would have this progression, kind of like Panzer Dragoon in a way as well. Ray Storm is what it was called. You'd have these, you'd pick up power-ups and you proceed along a level, and you have to shoot everything and everything else, and just progress. And Ray Storm comes to mind.
Metroid did that too. Where it was all based on upgrades to get like, okay, now I can get through that because I have this upgrade now.
Yeah, but Metroid was more free-form side-scrolling as opposed to like on rails per se. Does that make sense? I'm probably not making sense.
Yeah. This was like half open world, half linear. It was a weird way that they did it. Like there were giant areas and stuff to like go unlock if I went and explored every nook and cranny. But then when I was doing like some of the more closed in spaces, it was pretty linear. It was a good experience overall though. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Ray Storm, PlayStation. I'm about to send you the link. Here. Whether you play this or not. There you go. There you go.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're on a track and
yeah, but you're pushing. Okay. You're kind of on a track, but you still got to like move left and right and stuff like that. Get power ups, like the old school feel. Like that's. Okay. Don't tell me why I'm finding that synonymous with what you're doing. It just kind of is.
In this particular part of the game, no, I can see why. Yeah, I can see why. This isn't the whole game. It's just running a track like this. This was just a fun part of it.
Yeah.
One thing that they did to get from point A to point B every now and then you had to do using the tunnels and stuff.
Yeah, I miss those type of games, honestly. I would play the fuck out of it. Oh.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. And spoilers, by the way, I'm gonna say a spoiler thing because I don't. Are you gonna play this?
Am I gonna play Valley?
Yeah.
Honestly, I highly doubt it. I would be willing to play it, but I'm probably not. So
Okay.
fire away.
So spoilers, guys, and I'll do this when we're done. If you don't want to hear them, I'll start flailing my arms when we're done talking about it.
Oh.
So those little blue orbs I was picking up for energy and stuff like that. So there was a point in the game, quite late in the game, that you figure out that those were actually the eggs of the sprites you were using.
What?
So you were like murdering their unborn children every single time you used them as energy.
Now I really want to play the game.
I was like, holy shit, dude. Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. And that was an interesting moment in the game. That's what it turned out to be.
Wow.
I'm like, well, damn. Okay. I don't feel bad about that. No.
Nope.
Just shit out of luck for you because my system or my suit needs that power. So fuck you, I guess.
Kind of like games that give morality choices.
I mean, it wasn't a choice.
Well, a sense of morality.
But yeah, like it was an interesting twist to make you try to like feel something. Like, oh shit, and then up to the player whether or not that's a problem.
Well, I mean, some people like. I guess that can cue into the dynamics of games. Is there are some people who absolutely want the game to feel like a game. They want to game the game, right?
Yeah.
They want to understand they're playing a game. It's just a game. They want to escape it and just dive into it and understand the game mechanics to be good at the game because the game's a game.
Yeah.
Then you got people, I guess, that are like me who want to get lost in it. I want it to feel, and not necessarily real, I guess, but I want a sense of immersion. I love being immersed. So when you present me with a morality choice, it feels like I'm in a living, breathing world, and I'm not playing a game, and that's what I want. I guess that comes from my creative side of just wanting to get lost in worlds and create vast worlds and something that feels authentic.
No, I get you. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I've always been more drawn to that. Always. So anything that encompasses that is my cup of tea. So
yeah. I mean, I rather enjoy games like that, like especially when you can make certain choices that you actually organically stop and think like, fuck, okay, so how do I make this choice? How is this going to benefit me? What's going to change in the future possibly? What, like actually, like you're just innately thinking about these things without having to be like forced to like, I don't know, I choose A out of A, B, and C, whatever.
Why'd you put an angle grip on your thing versus a vertical grip? Well, because the angle grip is going to provide more stability for fucking on-shot, fucking long-distance targeting because at a standing platform, I know it's more stable. Versus a vertical grip that's going to require a little bit more maneuverability when I put the attachment on. Not, hey, my vertical grip gives me +5 to mobility, and my horizontal grip gives me +2 to aiming. Like, I don't fucking
like
care.
Division then?
Yeah, I don't care.
It's all stat based.
Yeah, fuck that. I like the Division. Don't get me wrong, I like the Division, but I pick a lot of things that aren't based upon statistics. I pick a lot of things that, I would use that. Let me put that on there because it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see
the majority of the population doesn't know those things.
Yeah, I guess. And somehow it just works out for me. But it's like, well, if you put this 12x optics on your MP5, I'm just like, why would I put a fucking 12x magnification optic on my MP5?
What up's crit damage by 15%?
Why not? Why would I do that? 200 meter max effective range, 9mm submachine gun. Why do I need a 12x optic? No, but hey, that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, because the plus 15% crit damage. That's why.
See, and I'm just like, fuck you. That's just me.
No, I get it.
I hate that.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. We didn't just join the military. We joined fucking combat arms for a goddamn reason. And we both have a lot of pride as to going into that and learning those things. And then
And
now
applying
that
them.
we're and then applying them and then being rewarded for knowing this fucking shit. You know, like I like games that do that. And for me, you know, like when we were talking about Battlefield 5 or stuff like that, like I don't get that rewarding feeling because I'm trying to do what I know and what fucking worked, you know, and
Too
the
much
play style is bunny hopping and
too
this
much
ridiculousness.
too much game in the game.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's cool.
But I want to play the game the way I want to fucking play it. I want to figure that out myself. I want to, and that's probably why most of the time when I play a game, I don't utilize 90% of the mechanics in it because I find the way that works for me and it just fucking works, and then I just keep playing the game that way. But
No, I mean that's the point of gaming in general. I think is just the user experience. I don't try to. I adapt though. Like I'll adapt if I know this works and that's a game, and I've made the mental conscious decision that that's what works in that game, and that's what I'm gonna. If I'm gonna be effective in it, I've got to use it, and I'll adapt. I'm like, okay, I can't play, but I played Quake and everything else growing up, so I'm just like, okay, I can't play Quake like I play Rainbow Six.
yeah,
So I like a wide variety of games. Enjoyed playing racing games growing up. I enjoyed playing flight sims. Flight sims were my fucking bread and butter because I thought I wanted to be a fucking pilot when I grew up. Of course, you know, when you have shit fucking eyesight, it's kind of hard to do that. But you know,
wait, you have shit eyesight?
I have shit eyesight. 20/50, 20/70, I think was my last eyesight reading.
Do you wear contacts?
Nope.
Do you have glasses that you just never wear?
Nope. Do I have them? Yeah. Do I wear them? No.
I'm trying to imagine Justin with glasses.
Can I still bullseye a flea's ass? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I always shoot expert on the range? Yeah. Did I always have glasses or contacts in at the time? Nope.
No. To be fair, it was annoying as fuck wearing inserts in your eye pro and trying to line the insert in with the lens of your eye pro with the lens of the optic or whatever I'm trying to use, like irons or whatever, and trying to line all that up, and especially in stress shoots, it was fucking annoying.
No, I didn't wear them. I just didn't. It didn't matter in stress shoots anyway because that was battle engagements.
Yeah.
So oh yeah. Yeah.
Like you're doing right now?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you guys see me
I know.
squint. I have shit eyesight. It's been a thing.
Yeah.
I should be wearing glasses technically. I just don't because I feel like, to me, my opinion, it like when I wore them, yeah, I could see, and then when I took them off, I could not see shit.
Yep.
So I developed a dependency, and it's like I don't want to develop a dependency on anything because, you know, me with my mindset is, well, I don't want to be ineffective when they're off. But that's just the way my brain works, you know?
No, I get you. Yeah.
So
I never understood why when I go to the eye doctor and I get an eye test, they have me take off my glasses and then try to do the thing. It's like, you're an eye doctor. You understand that, like, my eyesight's going to be worse without them for a while. Like, I'd have to get accustomed.
yeah, you
to like what my base eyesight actually is.
that's the thing. Like things that like you take them off, you're just. I would wear them and I'd see fine, and then I'd take them off, and I feel like my vision worsened, and I was like, I'm developing a natural dependency on them. It's like I don't want to develop a dependency on something. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm just not gonna wear them. I'll wear contacts, but I'm not gonna fucking wear glasses. I'm just not gonna do it. So, because then, you know, I'm not going to develop a dependency on a material object for me to see.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Boy, this conversation got way off track.
It's an interesting conversation, though, because some of the reasons why I wear glasses is I started when I was in high school because I would get headaches, and also for some fucking reason teachers would write in yellow on a whiteboard.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I can't fucking read this shit. So I got glasses. And then I continued to wear glasses because, especially after I got out, when I thought about switching to contacts, and I had contacts for a while, is because I get shit sleep. So I usually have dark fucking circles around my eyes. So it's just like a nice way to hide that, so people can't see that I'm a soulless bastard. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I go out in public, I already look like I hate everybody enough. I don't need them to see my dark circles under my eyes as well. So, yeah. It's not because I hate everybody. It's because my brain is focusing on a lot more than I would assume everybody else is. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you do the same thing, right?
Sure.
Yeah. No?
Generally,
No?
I just hate everybody, but yeah, okay.
Okay, that's where you're going with that. All right. I got you. Okay. Yeah. The hyper awareness when I go out in public. But
no, I
don't. And I don't mind it.
I don't
it's not
hate.
like it ruins my time.
Hate
I just,
everybody. No.
Yeah.
Hate everybody.
Just most people.
No, I'm just. I don't have a reason to hate everybody. I just don't really care. Now we're getting into a whole nother dynamic. I don't care to pay you. Do we want to go down this rabbit hole? I
mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay. All right. Some people are everybody deserves respect until they prove they're undeserving of it. Then there's you have to earn my respect, and otherwise you don't have it in general. And I'm the latter.
Okay.
So that's why I'm always willing to be blunt and tell the truth and say, period. I don't fake the funk, because I have no problem, saying when it's on my mind, because, I'm going to tell you the truth, number one, and number two, I'm going to be blunt about it. Number three, I don't have a problem crushing your feelings if I have to. So it's the only time I'll ever sugarcoat something is after, you've proven that you're a worthy individual, and then I will probably tailor my words to not be so stingful. Does that make sense? Or impactful?
Yeah. No, I get you.
That's just me.
You. For me, it's more of a with random people. It's more based on what I need out of that person. I mean, that's borderline sociopath thing to say, but
it's
true in terms of like if I'm going to a store and I need to interact with somebody that works at the store, they are a human being. I want them to make my experience with them easy, be more willing to go out of their way to do things for me that I need at said store.
You're more, you're more empathetic than I am. That makes sense?
No, I get you. Yeah. But if it's a random person that I have no need for a jovial interaction with, then you don't even really register much, I guess, if that makes sense. There's no reason.
Yeah, again, it doesn't mean I'm a fucking flat out dick, but it's like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not heartless either. It's like I have a heart. It's black and cobwebs all over it.
Well, I mean, ever since I started streaming, it kind of made me think about that kind of stuff more. Was because like, am I just a defensive person, or are there just a lot of assholes out, or people that don't deserve my respect in kind, or like laughing at their stupid jokes, like, especially when they're at my expense, like, who the fuck are you? Like, would you come up to me on the street and like make a joke at my expense or something? No. Not to my fucking face. I know that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I think in terms of that, like what I guess what I get hung up on more is when somebody says something like that. It's not the joke. It's the frame of mind that somebody has that thinks that we're cool enough to be buds where you can come in and make a comment like that.
Now we're talking about streaming in general. All right, cool. I like where this is going. Yeah.
And like take for example, like you and me. Like, how often do we actually make a joke at each other's expense?
I don't think
I mean, maybe every now and like.
I can't remember the last time if I made a joke, what it was, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, Like it happens every now and then, but it's not like a common occurrence. It's not the type of relationship we have. That's also not the type of relationship I have with anybody. That's just not me. That's, I'm not that kind of guy. But I understand that people make jokes, but it's also like do you think that we're friends or something when people do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, right? Like,
well, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, it's just they with me they find out really quick. I think with you they're starting to figure it out real quick too.
Yeah. Hey, so what's up?
It's like, oh yeah, well, and I'm just like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just joking. I'm like,
do I know you?
I'm like, I'm sorry, who the fuck are you again?
Do I know you? Dudes I fucking had bullets slung at me next to don't say things like that. I'm just saying, like who are you? Yeah. Do I know you?
Now I have loosened up, I mean, I don't let things bother me as much, but at the same time, it's like, doesn't mean you're gonna get away with murder either. So, it's just...
Well, we'll see, Fateless. If I ban every single person that comes in trying to be my friend, and I don't want to be their friend, then nobody's gonna watch my stuff. Not nobody, but you guys know what I mean.
I don't get off on breaking balls. I don't like. It doesn't. There's a very okay. Hang on. Let me hold on.
That's not. I don't think that's what Penguin meant.
Hold on.
He meant those types of individuals that make jokes at your expense.
No. I get it. But
yeah, okay.
I made it an untrue statement. There's a very select few circle of friends that I love doing that to. In the infantry, we did that all the fucking time. All the time. It was just that was the environment, the atmosphere you're in. Like, you would just constantly check each other. Like, just some of the shit that was said you would never fucking say, and you know it wasn't meant. It was just
that's a whole different level.
You were hard. So it was just like, someone would be like, yeah, dude, I couldn't make it because my grandma died, and someone would pipe off, oh, was she hot? And then everybody would just laugh, and you would laugh too, because it was that environment.
Like, oh, you fucking asshole, man.
Yeah, it was a hardcore, very hard environment, So things like that were accepted, whereas you'd probably knock somebody the fuck out if somebody said that out this fucking street,
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I think we've talked about this before. When we were in, we had to remove. Had to remove emotion.
Yeah.
There's a lot less emotion. There's a lot more not wanting to feel.
Oh, it's just it was just checking and hardening.
Yeah.
It was all about having that mental mindset that you can chew a can of nails, and that's what you constantly wanted to breathe.
Yeah.
It's a warrior society. It's very different.
Eat bullets, walk on water, and shit ice cream. Today's special's Rocky Road, motherfucker.
There you go.
Let's go.
So, I mean, that's the mindset and philosophy behind that. Yeah. Things that people would find insanely appalling, you just laughed at, Yeah. So that's very true. It's just there's a very few select people that when you chewed mud or chewed dirt, again, metaphorically, I guess metaphorically speaking, is it a simile or a metaphor? Whatever, use your dictionary. But that's accepting too.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So
I understand, and I'm not gonna hate you if you come in and make a joke like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but what's the purpose? That's the way I look at it as. Like, are you gonna find it humorous? Now, if you're fucking fuming at something, and there's another thing, there's another dynamic. Like, if your fucking streamer is fuming, and Big Head and I have had discussions like this all the fucking time. Like, there are some days where that will be fine, and there's other days where I will fucking obliterate you. Like, today is not the fucking day to be doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking pissed. I've had a bad fucking day. I'm trying to stress relieve. I'm still trying to entertain and be, functional or whatever. And you're gonna say some stupid shit. Like, no.
Oh, I get you.
Like there's
my playthrough of Dark Souls series had a lot of that, where I was like fucking pissed as shit, and people would make comments, and I'm just like, why would saying "get good" be the thing to say here?
like I'm gonna get good. I'm gonna fucking take my goddamn fucking knuckles and imprint them on your fucking soul through your forehead. How about that? You know, it's like
Yeah.
fist fuck your face so bad, but it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's the only emotion I have right now. I want to channel my aggravation into you. So
yeah. Well, there's also the side of it that's like that I think about, like, all right, so either you hate yourself and you want other people to feel the same way, or you're relying on like really low intelligence jokes. I mean, I'm not saying about this with everybody. Like what you and Big Head have is like a unique dynamic, and I have some friends, you know, like you were saying, like when we were in, it's different. But when a rando person comes in or whatever and they say something like that, I'm like, what are you trying to achieve here? And also, like, the jokes that you're making
or
are,
the
like,
first
really
statement
low
there is
intelligent jokes.
like
Yeah.
the first statement is just like that. I'm just like, that's the only, like, that's how you introduce your fucking self. Get the fuck out of here, you know?
Yeah. Or like could you try to use your brain a little bit more when you make a joke? Like, because you're just saying every single dick thing that pops into your head. Let's yeah, rip equipment check. That was part of it.
I think
Yeah,
I think you should bring that back.
Fucking me, but
I think you should bring that.
I don't
I
want
like
man.
I like
don't
the
wanna.
I like the equipment check though.
I don't like the idea of promoting people fucking over me.
It's a mental barrier, not a barrier. It's a mental, you would have to mentally accept it, that's going to happen. And basically you'd have to be in the mood for it.
Well, it also furthered more behavior like that, which is why eventually I got rid of it, was people just being fucking.
I would not.
I mean,
I would not use it in a Dark Souls game unless you intentionally understood that that's what that was there for pure entertainment value, because that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
I liked the equipment check. I thought it was it was a cool way for you to be interactive. I enjoyed it. I saw it got abused. You know. But I also.
Wait, did I ever tear LT a new one or something when he came in, or were you talking about LT came in when you were in a bad mood and you tore him a new one?
I'm confused on that as well.
Trist is Lady Fox.
Oh,
she changed her name. Yeah,
that's why I was so fucking confused. Hi, was it crunchy or creamy today? That's another inside joke. No one's, well, maybe some people. What the fuck was I going with that? I feel like we've gone so far beyond the scope of what we wanted to cover right now.
Well, that's all. Well, I have like one more game to talk about, but I've been playing Kingdoms Amalur off stream, and it's enjoyable. That's pretty much about it. Like, okay. That's it. And I got back into minis, so.
Well, I mean, you could use that as an example, but here's the thing. I know LT, so to me, it's not going to bother me, because I know LT does it to create some banter. Like LT wants you to fire back at him, and I'm really good at it, so he loves that. Sometimes I think LT does it just so you can see what kind of response he'll get out of you, because he wants you to fire back so he can laugh at it. That's just LT, but I know LT. Other people might not know LT, but I do. So,
yeah,
you know, he says it just to see what kind of creative, because he. I don't know where I got the title of like super creative insulter guy, but for some reason people apparently think that's what I do. So like I think that's why he does it. So so whatever. But there were questions. I saw one for Metro Exodus. Did we cover everything?
Oh yeah. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the minis.
Let's go talk about the minis.
Let's talk about Metro Exodus.
No,
because Fateless did ask about it. Thoughts on it? So
Okay, we
I've
can talk
played
about
the other ones, the other Metro games, and I rather enjoyed them. They were quite. Have you been doing it too? Oh no, he was sneezing. Okay. So I played the other ones. They're enjoyable. I enjoyed the story. They did a great job of getting you into that world and that feeling of being Artyom and all that, and how that works, and all the weapon systems were good. Because it was in the like they did a great job again, like putting you in that world of Metro. And when Metro Exodus comes out, I'm looking forward to like a better Metro, like making further advancements on the Metro game.
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience on a Metro game. I played the first Metro, was 2033.
Yeah.
Played it, beat it when it first came out on Xbox 360. Did not finish Metro Flight, I think. I have them both on PC. I enjoy them. I enjoy the Metro games. I'm probably going to play them before Exodus comes out. So yeah, I'm excited for Exodus. Absolutely. I was a big Stalker fan back in the day as well, which I guess where they contrived from. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, there are a lot of parallels between Metro and Stalker.
And because Nate gifted me like the whole, I don't want to call it the game of the year fucking package, but like I have all of the Metro of the Stalkers now, so and they are very
games.
very very mod friendly. I think what was it, the Autumn Aurora mod, which put the difficulty on insane by default, but I enjoyed playing it that way because bullets were impactful. Like you get fucked.
Like, yeah, last time I played through them, I played on the hardest difficulty without mods, and it eventually got to the point where it's like, dude, I've put 80 rounds into this fucking guy, and he's not dead.
No, but like they would die, but like you would fucking die after two. Like fuck you, Tarkov. Like compared to Autumn Aurora and Stalker, like Tarkov's a joke. Like with the fucking like amount of times you get fucking destroyed, and scavs being aimbody and shit. Like Autumn Aurora, download Autumn Aurora for fucking Stalker. Shadow of Chernobyl and play that. Like,
it was a fun game. Stalker was a fun game. It was. I remember first time I played Stalker was shortly after I'd gotten done with Fallout 3, and I was like, I'm kind of getting like the same, like it's hitting the same kind of vibes with me, but it's more militaristic.
Metro?
No, Stalker. Yeah. Oh my God, Piper, what? She's going crazy right now. She probably wants more water or something.
Probably. Usually they want food or water or something.
Goddamn cats. Goddamn. Yeah, that's Metro games. There's, when they announced Exodus, I'm like, well, yeah, I'm going to be playing that. Yeah. I'm going to be playing Metro Exodus. Yep. Along with every other motherfucker on Twitch.
Do I have my Netgator? I'm about to put that shit on.
Because you lost your face jacket?
Yeah, because... fuckers. You know what? I'll be right back.
So, I'm going to take this moment to talk about, I've been getting back into Warhammer 40k minis. So, let me set up the stage for you guys. Let me set up the story here. Started trying out the Bumble app, right? Dating app, stuff like that, but women have to talk first. I was like, this is a great idea. Get them out of their fucking shell because they don't talk. So as soon as I got the app, I start getting matches like crazy. Still am, it's awesome. It's fucking amazing. But they don't fucking talk to me. Every now and then, one would hit me up, I'd talk to her and stuff like that. And we'd be talking. It's good times, And then I'd set it up like, hey, let's get some coffee before this conversation gets boring, as it does with women. And, no, kidding. You know how people are, though, when you're talking to people and stuff like that. So I had some women lined up for dates and stuff like that, right? You know what I mean? And I even had one on Thursday, actually. We ended up streaming anyway. I had a date lined up at a bar. We're going to go have drinks. And Penguin's like, oh, my fucking God. So I had 3 women that I was talking to, and I was trying to set up to go get coffee. And the one that actually had set a date with me, and actually it was her prerogative that we switched to using texting instead of talking through the Bumble app. She stopped talking. They all stopped talking to me for like days. And then the chick that I even had the date with stopped talking to me 3 days before, and even hit her up like yesterday. Like, do we still have the day planned or whatever, right? Do we still have? Are we still on for today? And so she stopped talking to me and stuff. He's going through his fucking shit. So can we just talk about people? If this goes for women that I've met in person and tried to hang out with and go get coffee and stuff too in person. I'm just saying, like, if you have some weakness, if you have some whatever is going on in your life, you're busy, if you are stupid, if you I don't fucking know, whatever the goddamn reason, be a fucking adult and just tell the person, all right? All right. Okay. Because it's frustrating to deal with people that have no fucking regard for another human being. I just fucking tell me. Just tell me, all right? It's frustrating. So, long story short, not really. It was a long story. That money that I was going to spend on dates, I've been meaning to get back into minis for a long time, but I wanted to make that fucking point for all of you out there. And if you ever hear of anybody that does that, like, I don't know, I think I'm just going to stop talking to them, fucking punch them in the goddamn face. Because that is what's wrong with society. I'm just saying. That is the number one reason. Fuck immigration. Fuck all these other problems and taxes and Medicare. That's not the goddamn problem. The goddamn problem is people can't fucking talk to each other. All right? All right. All right. So,
what?
So I got back into minis. I went and bought some. You missed a great story.
Yeah, something about fucking punch people in the face. I got excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying, if you ever meet anybody that is talking about, they're talking to a guy or a girl, and it was a conversation we were having before the stream about these women I was talking to or whatever, and how they just stopped talking to me, they just ghosted me or whatever. So.
Oh, you're talking about like fucking bitches being bitches. Got it.
Yeah, bitches being bitches, man. Be a goddamn adult and just fucking tell me. It's bottom line, all right?
Okay.
Yeah. Bottom line.
That's why.
I mean, I don't have a problem talking to women. That's not the problem. It's not. If that's what we're getting at big here or anything like that. But thank you. I've always been pretty okay at talking with women and stuff like that. But my problem, especially as of late, has been a huge disappointment in other people and being flaky and unable to carry a conversation. So it's been a while since Nate's gotten his dick wet. I'm just saying. And for some goddamn reason, having to be able to have a intelligent conversation with a woman is important. So, and Justin's letting me go on. Oh, okay, I got you.
Problem is, you're trying to have intelligent conversation with dumb bitches.
Yeah, I guess, man. I guess. I fucking guess. I guess that's what's going on. What's up, Chaz? How you doing, man? It's just such a little fucking kid thing to do, Fateless. Such a little fucking kid thing to do. Like, even like as long as you just like hit me up later, like, hey, I just had a lot of shit going on. You know, like that's fine. I understand. I when I get stressed and shit, I like to not talk to people. I fucking get that. But if you made plans with me, tell me. Not that fucking hard. Apparently, I wasn't worth 5 seconds of your time to type that out. But there we go. But it's not just the dating apps, Penguin. Yeah, we're getting real personal. It's not just the dating apps, Penguin. Remember that other chick, whatever her name was?
Whatever
she did it too.
Was, apparently she wasn't worth remembering.
I just don't want to say it on stream. But yeah, she flaky as fuck. I understand that I'm a different human being and that when I have something that I want, I'm very driven. And I try to get past my barriers and stuff like that. But yeah. There we go. So. I like the hat, by the way.
Hat? It's Kevlar.
Now, that is a legit ballistic helmet, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you fucking airsoft commando wannabe motherfuckers. This isn't a bump helmet. This is actual fucking niche level rated fucking ballistic shit. Okay? So these. Like when I was in Stay Platoon, we got some of these, and I loved them versus the fucking traditional MiG helmets. So we had MiG 2000 helmets, and then we fucking got the fucking maritime ones. When I was in Stay Platoon. I love these, so fucking great. Not very ballistic rated as far as caliber. Makes better at that, but that's why you use them for DAs versus fucking lightweight necessity. This. So,
I've been thinking about getting a kit together.
already got one.
Yeah, I'm not as cool as you.
Shut up.
I don't even have an AR-15.
I was saying I got one when you're ready, like when you're ready to take TG on the fucking range or something. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. All right. I've been thinking about getting one though, getting it all set up because I have so much. For only being in the infantry for 3 years, I have so much shit for M4s. It's ridiculous. I have grips, covers, fucking extra parts and shit that I kept just in case.
$700, dude.
So much stuff.
$700, basic ass in the grass, whatever, reliable something.
Yeah.
Good.
That's not the problem. It's just a matter of what I want more, I guess. Because I have guns. That's not the problem. I just don't have an AR-15.
I mean,
yeah.
Does that make you less cool or something?
Think so? No.
I mean, I would, that's. I don't think it really matters. Like you and I both know, it doesn't matter. The stick only matters based upon the operational capabilities at which you want to use it. It doesn't. I mean, as far as the effective use of what you want to use it doesn't really matter. I mean,
yeah.
It just
I mean to get one. I just haven't done it.
I think it would be.
There's reasons for that, but yeah.
Yeah. So, was that the only question we had? Was Metro Exodus?
No. Penguin had a question. It was a pop quiz. Coolest looking Destiny hand cannon.
Coolest looking. Yeah, that's
Malfeasance.
the Destiny questions.
Yeah, Malfeasance was pretty fucking sexy looking. Yeah. It's going pretty good, Chaz. You missed our roast session of Battlefield 5.
Quite a few. There were quite a few roasts in there. It just wasn't, necessarily about games.
That was probably like the second thing we talked about. It was Black Ops and then Battlefield, I think. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, everybody been trying to roast me about my face. Time.
Yeah, the whole fucking.
And that's fine,
The whole stream. Although Bailey had the best one. Bailey definitely had the best crack about it.
I don't remember.
Was we were showing footage of you playing Black Ops and she was like, "That's not your footage. Stop."
No, that was actually bearded.
Oh, that was bearded spotted. My bad.
Yeah.
Both have blue names. My bad.
Yeah. So I'll listen to the VOD while playing Battlefield 5. Well, I mean, you probably just want to turn it off after.
Well, did you buy the super expensive edition so you can play it on the 9th instead of 50 years later?
Look, I'm not judging Battle. I'm just saying, like, I don't have an interest in buying it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
If you want to know my bottom line, no shit fucking opinion on Battlefield 5, I have zero interest in spending my own money on it. Currently, there's nothing that excites me about it. But that's me, okay?
Yeah.
Because see, when you have a difference of opinion with somebody, it's okay. You don't have to get upset and then start pestering people and then all of a sudden just disappear, like a juvenile. It's okay to have a difference of opinion.
You're sure though?
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate that there's difference of opinion. It keeps people smart because then they have to think about why they have the opinions they do.
And everybody thinks differently too. So It's interesting. Yeah.
Imagine that. It's not just about me, guys.
Yeah. Well, I am excited to see what you think about it, Chaz. And I am intrigued to see how it plays when it comes out, to see if I want it. So. Is that a Battlefield 5? Fuck. is that a Battlefield 5 question,
Or
Big
a
Head?
Fallout 76 question.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's a Fallout 76 question. Can you have multiple characters on one server or use one character across multiple servers?
I never tried to make another character.
You can have multiple characters. You can just go to character and then you can make another one if you want. And it's not server locked either. You can have that character in any fucking
I was
server.
gonna say, yeah.
Like, because you can't choose servers right now. I don't know how they're going to do that when private servers come out, because then you're going to have to worry about, like, well, if that server has mods, then your character has modded shit. And then, you know, I don't know how they're going to do that. But
Did you get any confirmation that they were doing modded servers? Like, where was that confirmation?
no, they're gonna have private servers, yeah, because people want to mod shit. So they were talking about that in the documentary.
Okay.
They didn't say when though.
Of course not.
Inventory should travel as well, Big Head, because it's like
It did with us.
Like there was whenever I would go take a break to go piss or whatever, or go whatever I would do on break when I was playing Fallout 76, I would log out and then log back in. It just put me in a different server with I had all the same shit, my character and all that. I lost my workshop, and when you log out, it does make your camp go away, so people can't fuck with it while you're gone, especially since it'll just put you in a different server.
But
So once
everything you create your camp does get stored, so you can
Yes.
deploy it again.
Which is why they implemented the blueprint system, so that when it gets put away, you can, if you had a blueprint for it, just pop it up again, and it'll just, you know, you put down your camp, go to blueprints, boom, place is back. So. Oh shit! You took the day off, Penguin?
I might do that too. We'll see. Because as we all know, I love my job.
He does. He tells me about it every day. So I don't know. That drops on Wednesday, right? 14th. I don't know when in the day I'm going to be able to play it, because I don't know if I'm going to have my physical copy, which is coming with Power Armor Edition, to play it, or they're just going to give me a digital code that I can play whenever. So we'll see about that.
Can you join on Friends? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you can join on Friends. And you can join on a friend and not be in their team if you don't want to. You just want to be in their world, you can do that too.
Yeah, I want to be in your world and fuck you up. Because,
Yeah,
you know.
if that's what you want to do, you can do that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to talk to you off stream about someone's.
You're going to talk to me about, huh?
Don't worry about it.
Ooh, Penguin got Thursday schedules, gaming evenings now, and Sunday evenings and Monday evening. Well, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to wake up at like midnight when it launches and play. I don't know, man. I have a hard enough time sleeping as it is. I mean, maybe that should further just playing.
I mean, we figured that out last TG with me, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. My motivation for hopping on shit like that has changed a lot. So.
I mean, I might do it for certain games. I used to enjoy midnight releases for. Then I just didn't care.
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of it. To be fair, I would say that streaming has definitely changed me as a gamer quite a bit in many different ways. One of them being, I used to love hopping on every single new game that tickled my fancy, and now I'm a lot more wary because there's a lot more that rides on whether or not I'm going to enjoy it. So. I mean, there was like last year, I pretty much only played, or not only, but like I was hopping on every new game I could.
I used to be like that.
It's expensive, man. It's expensive.
I'm more about longevity now.
Yeah.
Unless I know I'm just buying this game to feel a thrill for time. I like buying games and making them a staple You know, I don't buy games anymore to just, oh, this will scratch an itch, and then I'm done with it and I put it on the shelf. Like I don't like buying games for that anymore, unless I like or horror games are that, but I don't like. I want to have something like an Arma 3, where
Yeah.
I can just keep going and just go. Like I could play that till I'm 50, you know. But there's very few games that do that, where it's just I can just play it. You know, I can just time sync, and you know, that's my game. That's my game. You know.
Or time's definitely more valuable too.
Yeah.
Than hopping on some random game and being like, this was not worth my time. It's more important now, the enjoyment of that time spent playing a game versus fuck it, I'm just gonna play whatever. So
yeah, I mean, it also kind of depends upon what your entertainment base is. You know, like that goes into a whole other streaming discussion. You know, that's also to depend on the game. Like when you're playing a racing game, you don't have time to look at chat at all. You miss that turn, you're done. So like you gotta, all right, I'm in the middle of a race. Race is over. Catch up. Or, you know, a BR game, you might take glances during the slow times, but it's a glance. Like, it's a glance. Yeah. Because you just can't. So...
Yeah, the pacing of a game definitely affects streaming quite a bit.
Yep.
Because, I mean, it's... What's crazy also is like there's certain games that like I pick up and I'm like, today I'm not in the mood for a slow game where we can just talk. I want to get into something, or maybe there's another day where I don't want to, you know, I don't want to talk, or I do want to talk, or you also don't know the pacing either. You can't predict that with most games.
Hang on,
like especially story games.
Go ahead and do your thing.
Where like you hop, like I've had that happen fuck tons of times with streaming. Where I'm playing a game and I'm like, dude, I did not expect 5 hours of a slog here. There's nothing interesting happening in this game, and I have to do XYZ before I can continue. And I want some action right now. I want to be thrilled. I don't want to sit here and just kind of be like... So. That has happened. And I've been watching Red Dead Redemption 2. And there seems to be quite a bit of slow times but it seems like the bugs are what keeps it interesting as it continues. Had that happen, Big Head. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. When that dropped, I spent 4 hours just trying to get the game to
Mankind Divided. Oh, there's a topic.
Yep, that's another reason why I also don't want to stay up late for midnight releases, because the game might be fucking broken and I don't want to spend my midnight time trying to fix a broken game and like get all the hype of like, all right everybody, I'm gonna be streaming midnight release, guys. I'm gonna be all over that shit. I'm gonna get super excited. I just pound a bunch of fucking coffee so we can stay up all night and play this game. Oh, it's broken and I can't play it. All right, that's cool. That's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's cool.
Stable midnight release anymore.
Yeah.
At fucking all.
So, and that's been happening a lot more now, where when a game drops, it's broken. So.
Oh, you want to talk about something? What am I intrigued by? I'm keeping Red Dead 2 at bay.
I'm waiting until it comes out on PC.
Well, there you go. That's a no-brainer then. I don't have a choice. I'm keeping it at bay anyway. I'm like, hang on. I can't. Because literally, that will be the only fucking thing I play. All right? I love Westerns. I grew up on Westerns. Gunsmoke for a few dollars more. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Fucking John Wayne classics. Fucking True Grit.
Mm-hmm. Rio Lobo, El Dorado.
Fucking McClintock, fucking
Yep. True Grit. Gunfight at the OK Corral.
fucking.
The list goes
But
on.
I was a big Clint Eastwood guy. I love the Duke, but Clint's my dude. All right. So. Red Dead 2, just stay away for now. Just stay the fuck away. Let's not talk about Diablo Immortal. I mean that I think if you watch the press release or the announcement for Diablo Immortal, that will say enough for Diablo Immortal. I don't have to say anything.
I watched a video today by Boogie. You guys know Boogie, right?
Yeah.
Big magic guy, and so he did a video talking about what happened because people were like flipping the fuck out or whatever over the reaction.
Right on stage, man. It was fucking.
And and then other people were freaking out because of the reaction they got on stage, and like I think that's the first time that's ever happened, right? In a press conference.
I think it's the first time that people like. But how could you not be expecting that? I'm just looking at that like, how did you not? Like they were stammering over the words that what some of the people were saying. Like they just lost it, their chain of thought. I'm just like, what did you expect? What conceivable fucking process did you have that thought that was not going to happen? Are you really that out of touch with your fan base that you think that was a good idea?
Every Diablo has been on PC.
If you would have led with that, fine, but you left that as the big unveiling, right? That was your big unveiling, and I'm just like, you're fucking stupid. You really are.
Yeah.
How could you not expect that?
And like the point that Boogie made was a pretty fucking good point about it was so like not just normal Blizzard fans were in the audience. These are people that bought plane tickets, an entry ticket, were super fucking stoked to hear something about Diablo, like flew there, got a hotel, like all that shit. Like this is probably their vacation for the year that they're spending on going to BlizzCon.
And that's what
and
they
then
got.
They say that it's going to be on mobile with microtransactions. Like, of course, you're going to get people being like, "Fuck that!" Sorry, fuck that. There we go. I apologize.
So bad.
Oh, were you reacting to how loud I was, or
no?
Oh, I thought I was too loud.
I can't.
All right.
My tinnitus isn't being triggered. I don't care.
Yeah, it's free, but it's gonna have microtransactions for gear and shit, and it's gonna
fucking
play on mobile,
dumb.
So it's gonna be designed. So
this is the first Diablo I'm not excited to play. I'm not going. I'm not gonna play.
Yeah.
So
it's disappointing.
I'm gonna play Grim Dawn or something.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna play Diablo 3 when like season 16 drops, because apparently again I can't. I always start a seasonal character and I never finish. Fuck.
Yeah.
So.
I have so many games to get to, dude.
I do want to start another Grim Dawn playthrough. An expansion pack release for Grim Dawn that I didn't download. So I think I had a level 30, some 40, 50 something. I don't remember, but a lot more can Titan Quest. But
a lot of games, man. A lot of games.
That's so fucking dumb.
And you can visibly see people having a hard time with the mobile controls during the preview. That's fucking great.
I mean, okay. I mean, in a positive limelight, I guess you could talk about Craft 3 remaster, but again, that's not one of the remasters. Like, I want RTS to come back, of course, but I'm sorry, Blizzard RTS is they weren't like my hallmark of what I wanted in RTS. I'm not a big actions per minute guy. I'm not a big like spam the fuck like fucking face roll on your keyboard and get 300, 400, 500 actions per minute, and that's how you win versus strategic thinking. So yeah, it seems like that's devolved into an APM fest. Whereas I'm more like, hey, how about like Dawn of War? Age of Empires or Empire Earth, Command and Conquer.
Oh, speaking of, did you fucking see that Stronghold Crusade 2 came out with a fucking Halloween update?
No.
Like this last that was fucking
an
weird.
Old ass game for that.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, I don't know what they did to it. I don't know if they just took a fucking mod they had and just integrated it into the game or something. But I remember seeing it and I was like,
good on them.
Well, that's fucking cool. All right.
I want RTS to come back.
Old ass game.
I want RTS to come back, dude. I really do.
It was a really fun game, though. I love that game. I love putting people in the stockade and making them wear the donkey head and stuff, and love sending, like, when I would play against somebody, I love sending just like waves upon waves of slaves into their with torches into their goddamn crops and shit.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
I remember Empire Earth. Well, Supreme Commander is like, to me, is like the hallmark. Like, I'll play the fuck out of that to this day. But Empire Earth, my first very impactful multiplayer game, because you could rise to the ages, and I was still in the Middle Ages, and I saw a nuke get dropped on my castle. Yeah, that was a pretty pivotal moment right there. Like, my castle got nuked, and my knights are fighting tanks. I am woefully behind the power curve right now. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So,
RTSs I have lined up that I need to fucking play is I have not actually beaten the campaigns in Dawn of War.
Yeah.
And I bought Company Heroes 2 years ago.
Oh, I still haven't
even
played
installed it.
Bro, I have everything for it now. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make that happen.
I need to play it.
I'm gonna install it right now. Right now. I'm doing it.
Well, there you fucking go.
I'm doing it right now. If that's what it fucking
Dark
takes.
Souls 2?
It's on my library still, Nate. I wonder why the fuck we haven't played that, huh? Hey, you know what? I even got Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition on my hard drive right now. You want to?
I'm good. All right, guys.
There it is.
We are at 2 hours and 43 minutes and stuff, and that's a big ass file.
It's a big ass file.
That's a big ass file. So I think we are good.
Yeah, typical is about 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, not last week's.
Dude, I was fucking tired, okay?
It's fine.
Wasn't a slight against you. I took every ounce of energy from conscious. All right?
Yeah.
Every ounce of energy. Like 3 hours of sleep for like the past 4 nights.
That's why we kept it short.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's fine.
I was sitting in my chair. I was comfortable. I was reclining. I was like, oh, shit. So, it's like, this. It's going to happen now. It's going to happen this day. Like, when I have shit to do, all of a sudden, it's just all going to hit me at once.
We'll just reschedule next time. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, there won't be a next time. So, I will be good to go from here on out.
By the way, I am wearing my ugly sweater Nade Face shirt that I designed.
I think I wore...
That you can buy now.
I've got 3 Nade shirts in my drawer right now, I think. How many shirts of mine do you have, motherfucker?
Well, like, it's nothing against CFG. But I want like a Justin shirt.
Okay. Okay. All right. What does a Justin's shirt consist of?
I don't know, some artistic thing that's you.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like there's the the Nade Salty and the Blast Zone Explosion Tree and what I'm wearing right now and like the Nade Love, like something that's Justin.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I agree that the Reaper's badass. Yeah, I'll agree with you. I meant to get back with you a year ago because you said I get a T-shirt a year ago for subbing for a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But about wanting the Reaper shirt.
You know, it's kind of like your Dark Souls 2, you know, and just
Ow, fucking Piper! What the?
and Piper just signifies my point right there.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Good
Yeah,
job.
I think she did, dude. What
Good-
the fuck?
Good kitty.
Asshole. That wasn't like a normal one. She was like.
she wanted to drive home my fucking point. That's what I'm talking about. That was like the impactful fucking that I needed.
Play that shit.
Fucking demon kitty.
All right, guys. It is that time where we do the thing.
We do the thing. Am I on?
Yes.
I am on. Hang on. I'm waiting for
Yes.
it to propagate here. Did it propagate? Yeah, it propagate. So, twitch.tv/JustinRed87. I'm sorry, that's / not backslash. Don't get it twisted. Live stream pretty much every fucking day. I'm on Twitter as well. I post a lot of random shit. Also, I do a lot of video editing for Cobra 493. A lot of it's tactical game oriented, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. It is a very festivus tomorrow. As a matter of fact, in like the next fucking like 3 hours, it's going to be the Marine Corps birthday, which is a very hallmark event for me. It's very dear to my fucking heart. So, cheers. And of course, after that's Veterans Day. So, Nade, I'm gonna go ahead and flip to you, buddy. Have a good fucking, you know, introduction.
Whoop whoop. Hey guys, I'm the Nade Face, and it's the same on everything. The Nade Face, not a Nade Face, not another Nade Face. I am the Nade Face, and it's the same on Twitter, YouTube, probably Instagram, Steam, and Twitch.
And Pornhub. Oh wait, we haven't sent you your 22.
That's the Nad Face.
Oh.
Yeah, the Nad Face, where I put the fake scrotum mask on and.
Does your fake scrotum mask keep your face warm? Because apparently fucking Big Head thinks I need one.
Well, I've already got the pubes for it. But thank you all very much for hanging out today. Thank you very much. Pretty sure I turned off all alerts, so let's go through those. Thank you all,
Do we
and
have
we'll see you guys next time.